There's the. Why didn't it dink?
Sneaky Centaur, where's Marcus? He's not streaming. Yay.
I didn't get a dink.
Come on. Ding from me, baby.
Didn't I give myself a
Well, as long as it's jumping, I don't need it to ding big as.
There's so much disappointment in that statement.
Oh,
What was it?
All right, so we're murdering our way through Knob Hill.
That's
I was
right.
like, no, not Morgan Hill.
Wrong hill.
Yeah, wrong hill.
There's a lot of murdering happening. Some of it by you guys. Some of it just is happening.
Okay, I remember we were taking on a bunch of like mutant things last time.
You
Yeah.
destroyed a bunch of them, and then
He like axed one of them.
yeah, there was like 3 or 4 in a little alley. He took care of it.
And I was like, "What time is it?"
She
You have a cup of
knifed
sugar.
one. She shanked another one. Like what was it?
Oh,
You whipped
that's right.
the
I whipped
van
the
around.
van.
Yeah.
You whipped Vania
You
around.
are the Drift King of Knob Hill.
Yeah.
You dropped one without even getting out of the
You are
van.
actually. You've drifted a Tesla and a crazy old van.
Sweet
Drift
man.
king.
Yeah,
What about the rabbit? Did you drift that
I am
too?
Drift King.
Did I drift the rabbit?
Probably. No, I drive the rabbit whenever we. I mean, sometimes I'll throw you the keys if we're like bailing.
I
But
don't remember.
I usually drive the
I don't
rabbit.
think I drifted the rabbit. I should drift the rabbit.
You gotta do the
rent a
trifecta.
Tesla or something all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's
Oh, yeah.
a couple times.
Yeah.
She's drifted the Tesla. That's the popular video of
We got some YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
YouTube famous.
dapper gentlemen eat shit coming out of a Tesla. YouTube sensation. It's probably showed up in like a bunch of like 2015.
It was on Tosh.0.
Yeah, right.
Webs.
And this week's breakdown.
Let's see how many conflicts.
I have like 12
Mhm.
experience.
One-liners I can make about this.
That's right. If you have experience that you haven't used, now would be a good time.
I have 9 points.
I just blew through 72.
Damn, girl. Wow, you leveled up.
I
Holy
leveled
crap.
up something last time because I know I had more than
Max
10,
looks suddenly more
but I don't
buff.
remember why.
Like we're looking at her and then we blink and so she's like 3 megs.
Oh, shit.
Mags
You're
comes,
not Naruto.
Mags come back from around the corner with one of those abominations, and she's got like
Oh,
2
you got-
halves. It's like perfectly bisected, just like ripped it.
So I have these wine club members that come in and they bought a plot of land so they can save the fairies on it.
Oh.
I totally thought you were going to say save the cats.
No. Fairies. The fairy people who live on that plot of land.
Oh boy.
They bought the land
Oh.
so nothing would build on it so they can keep the fairies alive.
Oh boy.
So anyway, they're really great though. They're a lot of fun.
I bet.
I'm sure.
How many drugs are they on?
Right? And the last time they came in, actually, I realized that one of their names is Kieran. And
Which is the name of our NPC.
he's really tall and super lanky and very quiet and like really nerdy and into D&D. And I'm like,
But
Did I
does it look
dream you?
Do you have one green eye and one
Right.
with one blue eye?
can you ride a pony backwards?
Is
Is
my,
your
is
symbol
my
a
writing
star?
coming to life? Wait, let me go write like about a couple of
I
like
have-
red-haired
Sexy
twins.
I had a moment at work the other day. I was over in my graphic novels, marking stuff down up on my stool so I can reach the top shelf. And I get a, hey, excuse me, can you help me? Yeah, sure.
With whatever you want.
Yeah, oh my God. I was not prepared for what was there when I turned around. What was there was this guy. He was adorable. He had like brown hair, like big puppy, like just drowning them brown eyes. And he had like not a leather jacket, but like a dark like denim jacket, but with like a hoodie underneath it. And first he was looking for Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Before that, he was looking at that ass.
And then he was looking for Journey to the West, and I was like, I know what both those things are. I know where you would be. I can help you. 'Cause he
Take
was like,
my hand.
You're already having to take care of Ray Perlman.
but I was, because he
I
was
don't
like,
think Jared would
I'm
appreciate another pet.
looking for, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and I was like, oh yeah, you. And he was like, but I don't see it here. I was like, well, the author is Graham Smith, and I was like, I know the author off the top of my head. Oh my god, it's so cool right now. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, it'll be right over. It's like, and he
So
was
hot.
looking in sci-fi. I was like, oh no, you gotta turn behind you. And in horror. And he was like, huh? And I was like, oh, look, it's right here. Here you go. And then I got back up on my stool to go mark something down. He's like, can you help me with one more thing? I don't mean to bother you. And I'm like
No,
getting in
please
the way of
bother
the thing
me.
you're doing. I was like, that's fine. Looking for Journey
You
to the
are an
West.
anime
And I'm like, oh,
character.
you mean
Good
the
job.
Chinese fairy tale? He's like, yeah. I was like,
Do you not see me
That's
curating
Yeah,
the graphic
Sayuki.
novels? Come on, bro.
like I looked where I thought it might be, and it wasn't there. So now I was like, I looked it up on the computer. I was like, well, nothing is on the computer except for that one like Gorillas thing, that movie that Gorillas made that came out. He's like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but not that. I was like, yeah, no, I know what you mean, not that. Yeah.
Wow.
Nerd.
And then we made eye contact one more time before he left. He was like walking out, and I was sitting on my stool doing the bottom shelf, and I happened to look up, and he kind of, I was like,
The music played.
yep. I
God
hope
damn
he
it.
comes back. I didn't catch
Bet.
his name.
Mhm. That's right. Misconnections.
Dude, that's what my coworker said. You should post in Misconnected. I was like, no, I won't.
I feel like if I save these points, because I feel like we're gonna play a second game of this, that I could get an extra dot in strength. I should save them
Why can't you afford a dot in strength right now?
because it's 3 times 4, and I only have
Oh.
9.
It's
I need 12.
the current rate.
You can always burn a blood point to give yourself.
Yeah, I know. I've already been doing that, but I
Okay.
mean, like, I want the point.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Because then we can bump it higher.
yeah. You need to be able to lift those
I want the
those fat politicians
Yeah.
all on your own
Oh, I already do that.
without having to burn a blood point.
3 points in
You did
strength.
something with, you didn't do anything with your mom today.
What?
You didn't do anything with your mom today?
No, we had a war meeting about trains and planes and hostels and
And automobiles?
yes. Don't forget to look into
Shut up,
renting
Meg.
our car.
Shut up, Meg.
I like that movie.
I get to drive in
okay.
Scotland on the wrong side.
Dude, it is fucking terrifying.
I can't wait.
I had a panic
I
attack.
can't wait.
Oh, geez.
It was awful.
Weirdly enough, I'm panicking about being on a plane for 10 hours, but like I can drive on the right side of the road. Yes.
Dude,
Fucking
dude.
weirdos. Broken people.
Like for real. Most of the like a lot of the roads, if you're not on like a major highway, just like don't have lanes, and they're like really narrow. So you have to do the like, oh, scoot over for the other person, but you're on like the other side of the having like flashbacks.
That's legit PTSD. there.
So do we need to re-roll initiative or something?
Not quite yet.
Oh,
I think he had it
You know, it's
written
much
down.
easier if you upload your phone like a smartphone.
Also, I don't know how it is in Scotland, but in Ireland, like my dad asked for an automatic and they gave him a manual anyway, because like all European cars are manuals.
Oh.
So can you drive stick?
Oh shit! No, I can't. Amanda.
you better start learning.
I mean, you might be able to get one. I think we had some problems with like the
Yeah.
company anyway, so I think we kind of just they were like, here's a car. And we're like, fine.
Apparently, most cars on the other continent
The old
Cross
world.
are all
World.
are all
The old world, yeah. like-
they're not automatic. They're manuals.
We're going through enterprise. We've got less automatic.
Okay. yeah.
Bam. Okay.
Okay.
So we don't need to roll initiative yet?
Not yet.
All right. Oh yeah, we met a second crew. So does that mean we've actually managed to start pushing in? Is that what that means?
Some of them
Yeah.
have started to push in because the heaviest concentration of these things seem to be near the central portion of the district.
Cool.
So the perimeter has tightened somewhat.
Good.
Just Casey told us how to get to where we need to go, right?
That's correct.
And
You
Joseph
have-
is here now. And
You have a
with
target
Nosferatu.
destination. Joseph is there with. Well, Marcus is there, Joseph, and 3 other of the boys. The rest of the Nosferatus are following the
Yes, I can.
commands of the boss and covering one, basically acting as rovers to catch whatever will pass.
It says here that the perimeters will eventually be breached.
There is a
What's
chance.
happening?
A thingy? Stick your thing or anything? Is that still potentially accurate that the perimeters will be breached, or?
It is possible. There is concern if you don't
Hey,
manage to cut off the
No.
head,
They're safe.
just because if you recall, after you passed that street corner, like basically the entire
Give me my phone.
neighborhood seemed to have gone to shit.
Give me my phone.
Like
it shifted.
Again?
it was super quiet in there, and then everything pretty much like sounded like shit immediately
Yeah, I
after
remember
that.
that.
Stuff is getting broken, like you're hearing like car alarms.
Go ahead and pass that over.
She didn't used to sleep in the bed, and now she's sleeping in the bed.
Oh, dead.
Like she likes the corners.
His
the-
ear is twitching.
I like how your phone actually picks up the change in her fur color.
Yeah,
She's
Mhm.
no longer a black cat. She's a
Skin
brownish cat.
Right.
she's got red highlights.
Yeah.
Is that
USBs
how
there
a black
on the
cat
side?
goes
Yeah.
white?
Oh,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
They turn auburn.
I'm sorry if my phone comes up on your computer, but it's down bad.
Grab it.
That means I'm just gonna mess with it.
Please don't.
My friend?
You're just gonna get some interesting porn on there.
What's it doing?
I would never put porn on my
There we
phone.
go. I just
Seems
had it at the
weird.
wrong angle.
That's the best. You're there at the bathroom and you're like,
Ew.
I don't remember this.
what? I'm afraid I'll get a badness. I don't, but in theory.
What are we talking about?
No, thank you.
Porn. The
Porn on your phone.
Putting porn on
Oh,
your phone.
okay.
Prawn, if you will. Phone prawn.
Mhm.
Yeah. You knew what I was talking about.
Okay, I get
That's
it.
shake my head.
All right, so let's cut a path to the center. Let's move until we
So-
get there.
And I got those reports from the other
Yes.
engines, so I know what's going on roughly.
Yeah, hold
You
and
also
going to the
get-
center is what we got to do.
You also get periodic reports of what's happening outside of the perimeter, because right now, it is pretty much like big breaking news.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You actually like see a lot of headlines, saying state of emergency, San Francisco currently cut off, terrorist
Yeah.
attack, investigation going on the way. You see that the neighborhoods around Nob Hill have been sealed off, so the media is not allowed to actually go in there. So they should not be seeing your cruise. Some adventurous people might still try to break past the police lines and sneak in there. So
They gonna get 8.
right? And then
That's-
bitch got 8.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, no.
Well, the rest of them are just going to get their memories messed up. So
Yes.
whatever.
But right
I can
now,
obliviate
Or
anybody.
Honestly, if any
it
of the Primogen crew like eat anybody who tries to sneak in, I'm like, nah, yeah, smart.
it is basically catching on like wildfire though, because it is a huge ass deal. And like right now is it really a terrorist attack? Is it like
Oh, that's fine.
Fox News is having a field day.
Oh yes. There's news crews
Well, I
everywhere.
right?
probably should be telling Kaylee to make sure she's keeping an eye on that.
Okay.
No, it's an infectious disease. And
Or just
there's
like sow as
rioting.
much confusion as possible. Don't want anybody to get the real thing.
Right. The police chief has already made an official statement.
Okay.
And it's basically, we don't have a lot of details. We're going to investigate this thoroughly before we make an official report. until further notice, nobody is coming in or out, and this area is sealed. Nobody's getting in, and that's that. Residents are pretty much advised to stay in their homes and not get out. They're gonna have patrols out in the city. The truth is, you get some messagings there, like they're putting a good front, but they're stretched pretty thin. It is a pretty big area. So she's not quite sure how much time she's gonna be able to buy you, but you should have at least a few hours.
Yeah. Are we getting reports of any hotspots anywhere else, or is it all pretty well contained?
For now, no reports of other hotspots. Like you've seen, like your net has functioned. If you check in with some of the primogens, you'll get reports that some of the creatures just like have tried barreling through, mostly out of confusion more than anything else. But because there's no organized mob yet, and it's still small numbers, everything so far seems to be good.
Cool.
Within Nob Hill, though, it is a very different story. The moment you turn the next street corner with Joseph, his 3 boys, and Marcus, you pretty much get eyes on what that looks like, and it is dire. You basically look at this spread of the city, and it's like there must be hundreds of them.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
This is the stuff. This is
Some
what
of them
we
are
do.
dangling out of windows, probably because they changed like in their houses, and now are just like tripping out, not knowing what's happening. Some of them are in the streets, in various states of changing. There's unfortunately some fires because that is kind of unavoidable, but everything is still in the dark. There is still no power.
So, how big have we seen these things get?
The biggest ones you've seen get around like 7-8 feet tall.
Okay.
It's just gross
They'll
blobs.
put a
of
serious
everything.
dent in the van, but they won't stop the van.
I
Probably
mean,
not.
they've done it twice already.
Yeah.
But that's because they were throwing shit at the van.
Well, no, one hit the van one time, but the first time it happened, that one of them threw a garbage can at the van. The second time it happened,
It
one
was
of them,
almost enough to tip it over.
Yeah.
Okay, so using the van as a plow, probably not a great idea.
And not with this many of them, no. I don't think so.
All right. Shucks. Okay. But
They're
they're
not putting my van in danger.
sorry. Okay.
In the back of the van, Brandon and Marcus are looking at something that looks like a very hastily scribbled map of the area. Like it looks like it might have been scribbled on what seems to be napkins.
Chipotle napkins.
Yeah.
But they have like a little like mag light on it, and it's just like I don't know.
So through there, right?
Yes, but so Marcus just he's like it's thick with them.
How far
Over
through
there. Well, we can try to plow through, but they're probably gonna stop us there, or we can try to take one of the side streets. The problem is probably gonna be pursuit. They seem to get really angry at like sights and sound because everything is in the dark right now. Like we're sticking out like a sore thumb.
Do we have any? No. I was gonna do we have any cocktails? But I'm like we're trying to reduce collateral damage. So maybe not so
I
much.
can cloak us as long as we stay together.
Maybe we could do that. Get us up into the middle there.
I mean, they'll still, feel the van
Yeah.
hit them. They
Well,
won't be
Just sort of
able to,
dunk, dunk, dunk.
see or necessarily hear
We need
No,
a
I'm
path.
thinking running through.
We need a path big enough. If you're thinking of driving the van up
I
there,
don't think
we basically need a
Oh.
path big enough.
we don't want to put
for
it
you
in the
guys to
middle of
path.
everything.
it. Yeah. Although
So
Uncle Jesse is on the roof, though.
if that's what you're thinking, which would probably grant you a little bit more armor going there, we're gonna have to do a little. We're gonna have to start a little diversion.
or we can try and sneaky around the side.
We should have fucking landed the dead in this van before we got there.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of, it's sort
It's
of
reinforced, but
It
not
is-
that
it is,
reinforced.
no, not ready for that. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't think Vanya's set for that. I mean, I don't mind trudging my way through this pile fist by fist, but I don't think that's going to be the most efficient way to go about this.
It's true.
As you're talking, the third boy is out near the van, like just kind of like with a big fat cigar. And he's just like near, and he's just like smoking and looking along the way. And suddenly, he just looks like he got like stung by a bee. Like he's just like swatting something, and then he goes back in the van, and he's like, something just whizzed past me. Only perception.
Hey.
Yes. Yeah, he's kind of looking around, like patting his neck, and you see that there's like a graze.
Oh, I don't know
Okay.
what that is.
There's like,
All right.
We're
Sit
sitting here too
down.
long.
Set down all your weapons out of your reach, and wait a few minutes. I don't want anything. I don't want you to
what's
anything
the,
to happen to you.
He puts down all of his weapons. He looks at the cigar and then back at you.
What's the difference?
I wouldn't say no to that. Go, just keep going. You know, yeah.
Puts the
it's all right.
cigar in his mouth and continues to remove some of his weaponry.
Give it about 5 minutes, and then we'll see. Don't go swimming.
I have no idea what happened.
I
How many
actually got
successes?
none.
You're looking at
That's
Vanya
it.
going,
I got 0. I didn't
Maybe-
botch, but I got 0.
maybe blind.
Are you not-
Zero.
Oh, wow, we're
Anybody
all
else?
Are you
blind.
not gonna roll?
Anybody
I don't
else?
care.
Perception does it.
Oh, you don't care?
I also did not
I
turn
picked
on
up a dot.
aspects
Hold
because
on,
hell
wait.
no. Not in his situation.
I'm having to start to notice. when
Greg gets
things
too
wanna
busy
come.
worrying about Vanya.
Here.
How many?
Is 68
Or
still
what
up
was the?
in the air?
7.
Okay, 2.
Nothing. The 68 is up in the air.
3, 7.
You haven't heard him yet.
Oh, I am too weirded out by
You
fires.
can ask him.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
3,
I'll ask
6.
him if he's over uphill yet.
We're gonna be taken off momentarily. We're refueling and restocking.
All right. Well, we're about to penetrate through the center. Just get here ASAP.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Maybe.
Reroll.
4
4?
successes. Tony.
Okay.
5. Keep rolling.
5 successes.
Jesus.
Why can't I get these when it matters?
7 for
Kind of
ambushes.
matters.
7. Yep. That counts.
7.
7.
Max is
Boom.
like, oi, that white guy.
Yep. Mags.
Mm.
Sniper fire. Somebody's taking shots at the van.
Oh, sniper!
Alright.
Bert,
They're
you're
so
focused on
pretty.
the wound, and you're like, is it? No, there's no magic there. Like it doesn't seem like an
It's a
invisible.
gun.
Greg
slash or
is
anything.
on all of her shit. She's
It's
got, she blinks out
Oh.
like she.
It was just a
slithers
bullet.
outside
Suit
of
back
her,
up.
it doesn't matter.
Attaboy.
He's
Nah.
putting back on his suspenders. As you were saying that, like he was right about to take his pants off, and I was like,
Well.
all right.
Was I able to see the sniper?
You know the direction.
Okay, I pointed out to you.
So sniper position.
There-
The
There's
building's
a-
going to be gone in a minute.
There's a
so
row of
I know
there's
what
a
the-
row of mid, kind of like mid-height buildings, like straight ahead from the other side of where the mob is, and you're like,
Is that
bitch is up there.
where we're headed?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not your final location, but that's the direction you were heading right now.
Ah. Wait, so the
Why is
gangrel
someone
are
taking
probably
shots at us?
too far out to see
Because
this one, right?
because they're here. We're in a war zone, and the leaders are here. They know we're here. They're trying to keep us out. And I think I'm going to go for a walk.
Greg jumps on top of the van, and the van disappears.
Boom.
Oh,
No more
okay.
man.
Was the van in motion?
No, we
Okay,
were-
I was
Who
like,
else?
wait a second,
Who else was in the van?
I was.
I
in
think we
there.
all were because
I
we were
called
kind of doing
shotgun.
we were kind of doing war
She's
council.
on her
Okay.
bike.
I was on my bike, but although this, yeah, I was gonna say I'm on my bike.
Mags, the van disappears. It's just you and Marcus on bikes right now. And then
You need to snuggle up with Marcus. He'll
you
pop
see
you
where
through
the van was.
Yeah.
And then you see one of the boys like back there, like putting on his suspenders, like with what looks like a modified hockey stick. It has
that's
like
cool.
nails and all sorts of shit in it. But like
We're gonna call him Casey.
he's putting that, and he's just like looking around, like, fuck. He still has a cigar in his mouth.
Fuck towards me.
He looks.
You can't see you.
Or hear me.
He looks at Marcus, and
Or
he's
did
like,
you silence?
"The fuck do you do?"
Yeah.
You turned everything on.
Oh, everything's on.
And
Yeah,
I was
Marcus
like,
is like,
Somebody
it's-
shot at the van.
okay.
I know.
Happens.
I was just like,
Van.
No, that's fine.
I was just like, oh, you fuck.
Really,
Around
Amanda?
the corner.
Mags, only Dex plus dodge.
Ah!
Or drive, actually, since you're on the bike.
Yeah, I'm on the bike.
She's got sidestep.
Yeah.
So we have to get ourselves out of a position of where she can.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
no,
about to
we're-
snipe this bitch.
Yeah, we're.
I was
She's
about to
afraid.
say-
She's about to snipe her with a minigun. So
I was
it's all
about to say,
good.
would it be better to try and get closer to Marcus and have him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've got sidestep plus some. Plus what's your-
No, I know. So my goal is
Nah,
going to be to
let's-
get up
let's
next to
fucking make the
Marcus,
wrong
because Marcus
decision.
can.
You do not shoot
Cloak.
the van.
Okay.
That's
No.
all right.
At the van.
Gotcha.
Great.
Gotcha.
And I look at the other guy. I'm like, "Boy, Winker, get over here!"
This will not stand, Donnie. This will not stand, Lebowski.
What am I doing? Dodge plus what?
Dex plus dodge.
Dex
Dex
plus
plus dodge.
or drive, whichever is higher. Because you're on your bike right now.
I am on my bike. They are both the same.
What?
It's four.
Yeah,
So
do that
my
on sidestep
sunglasses
so you
on
can be
my
like.
head. I don't
You
know.
basically get off your bike real quick and be like, "Four."
I don't care.
Difficulty.
Anybody else wanting a Coke while I'm up?
No, thank you.
Difficulty.
Let's go with 7.
So 3, 4. Keep going. 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
With sidestep as her.
Okay. Using
Specialty.
dodge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how popping your clutch would help you not get shot. So it's.
Well, you still manage to pop the bike around and just like whirl it as you dodge. The bullet hits the asphalt behind you.
Not the bike.
Yeah, not the bike. It doesn't hit the van.
You didn't bring the Indian through here, did you?
No.
Okay. You're using the Beamer?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But I'm just sort of like, fucker! Fucking kill you! But first, Marcus. He's just like, touch me.
Okay. Grigia, you're up on top.
Yep.
Now you know what you're looking for. Do me perception plus alertness again.
And I already have acute sight,
Okay.
but I also have my auspex turned on. So I'm gonna see this motherfucker.
I pump some more stamina and I step out of the van.
Okay.
What
Are you
am
not
I-
visible?
Oi!
No,
Difficulty 7.
That's me.
Yeah,
It's not you.
I am here.
2. Okay.
Right here.
Get shot in.
You're able to
Do you have
confirm
phosphorescent
what
rounds?
Mags was saying.
Then I might be
Definitely
concerned.
from that building she indicated.
Mhm.
You have auspex on.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that you notice immediately, multiple shooters. There's more than one dude in there.
Cool.
You basically figure out from the cadence of the shots, and they seem to be coming from slightly different spots. So they're probably arranged in that building in different positions. So there's definitely more than one. You're not quite sure how many.
Okay.
You have your auspex on, so you see far off in the distance something that looks like a glow.
A glow.
Yeah, through one of the third-story windows.
That was not smart.
And your auspex like calls your attention to like kind of the opposite end of that building.
Mhm.
And then over there, there's like some nothing. There's basically like a spot where like I can't even see the window there.
Oh, because there's a fucking La Sombra in there, motherfucker. Or something.
I will fix that shortly.
Little summer in there shooting at us.
I'm out in the street.
Make move.
I'm your decoy. Go for it. I'm your.
Third story.
Yeah.
This building, La Sombra.
Yeah. Good. Something I can eat.
Go kill it.
Go kill it.
So I hop on over to the building and I start scaling it like Spider-Bert.
Okay. You're gonna have to hop over a bunch of those abominations too, because it's on the other side of the mob.
No, no. I'm gonna go for the closest building.
Oh,
and
okay,
then-
okay.
and then-
You're doing the
Yeah.
Spider-Bert.
Yeah.
Heading up there.
Spider-Bird.
My
Even
panicking
make
about
sure that
fires
you
yet?
hurt.
Am I panicking
No,
about fires yet?
they're small enough.
Okay.
At this point, you have a phobia of fires. You've
Like-
also sadly seen much bigger ones.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
And much closer ones. So they're uncomfortable, but they're not immediately like
Over a candle in
triggering
the
you.
wind.
Your fear. Yes.
It's not necessarily that I have a fear, it's just I'm extra.
Yes. You're sensitive to it.
Yeah. The fear is water.
What things is under that?
Till they knock out our fire hydrant, I'm pretty much okay.
I don't know what I was going to do with my points now. All right. 42 to 40.
Okay.
Well, in the meantime,
rolling Dex plus Athletics, Bert. Is that what you're doing?
Actually, I was pumping, which was
Okay.
a terrible roll, but
That will be your next roll.
can I get some willpower from last session or something, maybe?
Yeah.
How, like 2, 1?
Let's go with 2.
Cool. That's it.
is anything else happening?
Right now, just pure chaos around you.
Dex plus athletics?
Yeah. Right now, the van is pretty much invisible, but as long as you're in that spot, you're kind of pinned. You got to do something about those shooters.
What was my difficulty?
because, for the Dex plus Athletics, let's go with 6.
1.
1. Okay.
I'm using my axes.
You're scaling up.
Okay, well, I guess I'll trust people to do this.
Basically, there's two ways out of it: getting rid of the snipers altogether, or basically like whipping the van around and finding a side street so that you're out of the shooting range.
I think we're already doing number 1. I'm just going to keep
They
an
shot at the van. This is happening now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to keep an ear on the reports coming in.
Okay.
Roger, command. Legit.
I'm just watching the carnage.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
It's too bad we don't have the mini bar like in your
Mhm.
your limo.
I'm about to go get us refreshments.
Right. Actually, so you're busy.
And we're
You don't
hanging
have-
out.
You don't have that pass.
No.
You have humanity, right?
Oh yes,
Make me a humanity roll.
I only do things that make me happy.
actually,
This is not that thing.
wow.
Oh, it's right by my foot.
I didn't even need the 7th one.
Excuse me.
Yeah. So wait, what is a humanity roll? I've never.
Difficulty 6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. All right, that
Okay.
canceled out.
For a moment, as you look out, you feel a pang of mortal life kind of hit you. There's a lot of innocent people dying right now.
Oh, don't worry about it.
There's and basically like they're really suffering. People are like screaming and yelping and like morphing, and it is absolutely not a pretty sight. Some of them are just like killing each other because they have no idea what is going on. So for a second, like you're in the van and you're kind of like, maybe we should do. No, we got a mission to do. Whatever. Only way to protect them is
Destroy
take off
them.
the head. So you manage to steal yourself,
It's a
and
zombie status.
you kind of get like a moment of like, oh, I gotta help those. All right, there's the only one who I can help them now.
I just have a feeling that my prey exclusion is somehow going to happen
Shit got real.
sometime. It's gonna come up. I know it's gonna come up, but I'm okay right now, so that's good.
All right. Before we go in and roll a new initiative, Bert,
Yeah?
Dex plus dodge as you're climbing.
Okay.
Don't think that should be straight. He's kind of lifting himself.
Yeah, you can use strength.
Am I on the roof yet?
Not quite.
Okay. So
Unless
maybe.
he's
Maybe I
dodging.
don't get sidestep. You get no, probably not.
Okay.
You can use strength though, because you're basically lifting yourself
For sidestep. Well, they're both
for to pair with dodge. Is what I mean, instead of dex.
No, they're both force, so it's either
Okay.
way. What's my difficulty?
7,
1.
1.
1.
Okay.
Singular sensation.
That's fine. I got a shit ton of soak, so I'm like, that was the whole point. Get your numbers.
Oh no, are we gonna soak the ground? Oh god.
No.
I did that in Exalted a few times.
No, I'm soaking bullets.
Okay,
It's been like-
Bert.
It's like pushing them back.
Yeah.
Oh, plus
you-
my Kevlar coat. It's all
Yeah.
good.
You feel something
Thump.
hitting you with force to the side for 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope.
Okay, there you
I
go.
cackle. The head. You want the head.
There you go. And by next turn, you will be on top of that building.
That's right. And then I start jumping them.
You can start leaping. Okay, everybody, roll initiative.
What if every time?
What did you decide it was, John?
Dex plus wits plus a D10.
Plus a D10.
Dex
Okay.
plus wits is your base number, and then you add a D10 to that.
Okay, I got
12.
16.
What?
Okay.
Plus a D10. So your total score together plus a 10.
12.
12. Okay.
9.
Between the two of you, who has the highest Dex plus wits? Your
I
Dex plus
have
wits is-
minus 10 right now.
Eight,
Her
9?
You got 9 as well?
minus 7.
Okay. You got 9.
We both got 9.
Okay. Yours is probably higher because you're in beast mode.
I only have a 4 dex, and I have a 4 dex and a 3 wits. She has a 4 wits and a 3 dex. So
Equal.
Do you want to roll out?
Roll off.
Roll off, yeah.
off.
You first.
there you go. Beat that.
Wait, you got it?
I'll just beat on it.
Ooh. No, roll.
Did you roll the same thing?
10. I just like
Is it 0? Beat it. Yeah, her first.
Okay.
Gonna destroy some motherfuckers. Shoot him in the head.
Okay.
I keep forgetting Amanda's here.
And then she moves, and you're
But
like,
then she'll shift, and I just see like her hair behind Jess's neck, and I'm like,
It's like a snake
That is so
neck.
I'd be staring more if I could actually see what the crafting is happening on the other side.
should
Some serious crafting.
she's just writing letters.
You should randomly do the Kilroy pose like behind the couch, like once in a while. Right.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Okay. One quick second, folks. I'm just rearranging everybody's order. Okay.
Aw. I was gonna give you my little post-it things, but they're not in here.
Okay.
Okay.
So our turn order for this conflict is going to be Grigia, Mob, Area, Amaris, Mags, and Bert.
Yeah.
Bob.
That mob rolled well.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that mob.
Okay. Grigia, you're up.
All those dice, revenge dice.
I would recommend having some of the boys go around the sides to start peeling the mob out of this concentration.
So I'm rolling.
Maybe even lure some of them to the perimeters where they can stop being picked off.
You all have the communicators, so
That's what it looked like.
somebody can voice that to the boys.
So for Dex plus firearms, what am I? It's the difficulty on here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, on
Okay.
your
on
guns.
Gold's,
So 7.
which is the minigun. The
Specialties.
goddamn minigun.
Oh. There should be a whirring noise, but no one hears it.
Nope.
4, I got 5.
Tracer rounds begin to
5
appear
success.
out
Oh,
of
5
nothing.
successes.
It's gonna be deadly because I think you loaded that thing with tracer rounds, like incendiary rounds.
Don't-
Yeah,
don't be
understand that. I feel the breeze.
I'm
Lit
about
some
to-
shit up.
Yep.
Maybe just barely
Okay.
turn on, so it's like-
Alright.
5 successes.
Yeah.
Okay, and are you shooting specifically at one? Or are you just like
I'm
spraying?
right now.
the-
I'm shooting at the glow.
Okay.
I'm shooting at what I'm pretty sure is a person in that building. Who
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure shot at me,
So
or specifically my van.
Did she get eyes on whoever took a shot at me?
I haven't had you roll for that.
Yeah.
So you can. So you shoot in the direction of the glow. You step behind Uncle Jesse,
No, she cuddles up to her.
squeezes up,
Yeah.
and you kind of wish for a second that
Picture that.
you
mullet.
had sound going in there because you would hear that little whirring sound that
You
would
can
come.
hear things within
Inside,
the
yeah.
bubble.
Oh, that's right,
No one
you're in the
outside
bubble.
can
So you
hear
get
it.
that.
Yep. So for you, you hear that
Oh, I get it.
fun little like whirring sound before
If arousal was still possible.
everything starts to get
Yeah, man.
deafeningly loud. Both of you are in the van, so it is loud as
Vibrating.
shit in there, and the
Yay,
van
I don't
just
have
starts
aspects on.
vibrating.
Yeah, good job. Good job, me.
I remembered
Um,
that from the explosion.
From the
There's
outside,
3 explosions.
Mags, from
Yes.
where the van
Was
disappeared, you suddenly see, like from the top, what looks like tiny little torches just whirring right off at an alarming rate.
You might want someone to like move the van forward and backward, just to give it, because you can figure out where that's coming from.
saying.
It's basically there's a shit ton of rounds suddenly getting freed from
The void.
the void.
Wait, is there anybody that you're okay with driving the van besides
Brendan is the only other person.
Okay.
He's the one who made Vanya what it is.
It was like,
Can we nosebleed that Brendan is driving?
Brendan's in the van. You can
Yeah.
ask him to drive. Yeah.
Marcus
Well, I bet.
I'll be on the roof.
probably move a little bit
Right.
out of the.
It
way.
makes the weird part is that it makes no sound until it reaches a certain point, and then you hear the as it's like heading towards the building.
Glorious.
Okay. So we
So
kind of move. Even I don't know where's the safe place to move.
Around a corner, a side street.
Yeah, one of the sides.
I mean, there's no real safe place to move.
Well, away
But
from
out
the
of,
van.
but out of this line of fire.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
don't
then-
be in front. Don't be in front of the van.
roll me perception with alertness, Brigia.
So I start, or
Difficulty
you might want to call
7.
out
7.
Yeah.
that there are
Got 4.
confirmed snipers in this building.
4.
So stay out of the sight line if you're on the ground,
The glow is very dim
and to start having some of the boys
In that
peeling these guys
window
off.
there. You basically see like
In
you,
the front
you
of us,
shoot
right?
like a
Just
salvo
in
of
the zone.
rounds
Because
right in that direction. You see parts of the window just like shredding the shit, and then you're not quite sure whether you hit the thing or not, but there's 2 possibilities. Either his life force is rapidly fading, or the force of the bullet just knocked him the shit away from the window, so now you just see like a faint kind of glow. One way or the other,
Slide it into the-
you hit that area pretty hard. Brandon's at the wheel. So
Well, they get to fire back first, right?
is anybody relaying Bird's suggestion to the boys?
Oh,
Because they go
I
at the same
assumed
time.
that
as
I
the
would do that at my turn unless I'm getting to do that.
that's a free action.
You can
Do
it's a
it.
free action. You can talk.
Do it.
Okay, well, yes. I contact Joseph and say, we need some of your boys to
Or
clear out.
he's in the van with you.
Oh.
So
Yes.
you can
Okay.
it
Then
is.
I tell him.
You're like, I don't remember all these people being in the van.
Yeah, I
It's a
said.
handful of us, but no,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, all right. I
There's
tell him.
Joseph,
Gang's all
there's
here.
3 boys, including Brendan, and there's Marcus. Marcus outside on his
With the
bike.
girls.
one of the
The
boys
girls-
is outside.
The girls are with you, or the girls
So
are
there's
at the
basically
perimeter?
Joseph and one of the boys is in the van.
Yeah, we're wanting to thin out some of the crowd of mutants outside.
Where's
Leave
your?
it to us.
Where's your?
You
In the
see
swamp.
Joseph.
Okay, cool.
Joseph was carrying his coat. He very neatly places it on one of the corner of the vans. You see him point to the boy that Bird had was having almost stripped for a second there. They pretty much gear up, the 2 of them. Brendan stays at the command of the van and just sends them a quick salute. They grab various implements. Joseph is a mean-looking cudgel. Is the best thing that you can use to describe it. Like, he's leaning it over his shoulder and it's just like, it looks like a caveman club.
That's right.
And the other boy just removes his cigar and it's like, that's the kind of shit we're good at.
It's a,
Good hunting.
Just wait for the stuff to catch on fire and then start making a right. And
That's
then
why
they
we're
both run
here,
off.
Your Majesty.
so
Meanwhile,
lucky we don't have to fight them.
Right?
I'm so glad they're on our side.
I'd probably go with messing with them mentally, though.
meanwhile, the mob basically sees a bunch of the pretty lights that just came from that direction, and some of it are starting to wheel towards you guys.
Brandon.
They're still not sure because there's still no sound coming from it, and at this point it's gone. But
Yeah.
the salvo was just enough to be
But they're agitated.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, she should be headed towards that building because that's where all the glass is breaking, and impact. I'm just saying.
Yep.
How do you know we're not? Brendan's right?
No, I mean for them to shamble towards.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon's.
It's definitely like Walking
You hear
Dead.
Brandon calling from under. All right, boss. Where to? You call the shots. I'm driving.
We go to that building. That's where they are.
Starts going forward. The
Through the
van
mob, huh?
moves for the 2 of you.
Is there a whole lot of stuff in
Any sort of
There's a lot. And
I mean,
they're starting to wheel towards you guys.
I can shoot at some of them from the window.
reservations Grigya had before are sort of gone now.
Oh, okay, good.
The minigun is going.
If I'm correct, if they get out of the van but they stick close to it, they can still be blanketed, right?
Yeah. It's like a 20-foot
You've got a bubble.
radius. It's it's a bubble.
So if you want to hop out and murder things in the dark,
Grigia,
you can help.
Damaris is more of a melee,
One-
so she'd have to get closer.
you feel a
Well, I'm
bullet
sure they'll end up in that
passing the
bubble.
van by about a couple feet. Just whizzing. Like it didn't come close to hit the van. You're pretty sure that this is a sniper. He's probably taking shots in the dark right now. But, there's still somebody taking shots in your general direction.
I'm right here.
Man, is my humanity going to make
She's
it
gonna
hard for me
get-
to shoot these things?
Well, the guy that was shooting at you
Probably was like,
has
"That's
other
some
things to worry
bullshit."
about right now.
She's gonna get her rifle out just so she can use the scope.
All right.
So you're gonna with the chest.
Nice.
Or she'll just pull the scope off her rifle. I don't know how rifles work.
You,
Do you have,
there are things where you can quick pop the scope and just sit there and
I'm
telescope.
going to
Do you have,
assume
do you
that
have
I
the
have
spotter
that.
lens? Do you ever buy that? You can always nosebleed that too.
Because you've got all those toys.
Well, I assumed that I had one because I have my sniper rifle.
Because basically, You know how snipers like work in pairs with a
Yeah.
spotter? That's basically the lens that the spotter uses. It just it almost used like a modern spyglass. And
Yeah.
basically used to help
You got it.
guide shots.
Yeah.
Because when you're looking through the scope, like it's so magnified that it's like you just see like the surface like really up close.
Mhm.
So spotter is kind of like left, right.
30 yards left. Yeah.
Yep.
Who's to say you didn't put a scope on Jesse?
I mean, I never said I put a scope on Jesse. But I do have my
Your gear.
because all my
Okay.
shit's still strapped.
Yeah.
Here you are up.
Who put an ACOG on that minigun?
All right. Is there anything within 12 feet of me? Because that's the range of my gun.
Not quite.
Wait, I can move though.
A little bit further than that.
Okay, well,
If you move out of the van, though, like you're gonna lose the
Invisibility.
camouflage.
Well, that's what we were saying, that if they stick to it,
Yeah.
it'll be okay. But
there's an
if they move out of
area.
it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can get out of the van. They just can't wander very far
Stray
away
from
from the
it.
van.
Okay.
Because I think it says it's like a 20
Like Troop for
foot
the Tank,
radius or
sorta.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I could go like 10 feet out and still be okay.
Yeah.
About 22 feet.
Yes.
Is this feet or meters? Well, whatever.
It's
No, it has to
Okay.
be. It has to be yards.
So I'm
Because,
going
like-
to shoot it.
No.
Yeah.
No handgun
music
in
coming out of it.
existence will have a firing range of like 12 feet.
No, it's
Grab
yards.
it.
I shot BBs.
Well, I mean, it just says 12. I wasn't sure if it was
Yeah.
feet.
It has to be yards.
Okay, well,
So,
there.
yes.
Why did I say feet? I'm sorry.
It's either yards or meters.
Okay.
coming
I
out
believe
of a
that's its
split hair.
accurate, and then
Yeah.
I've got 9.
Definitely, you can shoot from inside the van. I don't know why I didn't
All right, then.
catch up on that.
Okay.
So Gibson passed away.
This is like a shitty roll.
Yeah, he didn't really explain what happened, but he priced it.
This is like a-
a bunch of
Okay, I'm
other-
spend the willpower not to botch, but that's a 0.
Okay.
Right. Although
You take a
he's
shot.
saying like in
Nothing
the
really
series,
happens. You
he's
shoot.
saying that before
Basically, you just lose where you
passed
shot
away,
into the chaos.
he
Like you're just like
impregnated one of the other cats.
It's
gone.
Yeah, whatever.
you may have hit
Yeah.
something. You may,
Kittens
no
running
clue,
around.
Okay.
no
And
idea.
I'm like, keep us informed.
Well, there's,
I'm so confused right now.
There's nothing in my range, so keep driving. I'll hold my action.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
Okay, Mags,
Yes.
you're on the bike, outside the van, and well,
Allowing
what
Marcus
you
to
assume?
come in.
Marcus is close to you on his bike, and then Joseph and one of his goons just came out of wherever.
Invisible air.
Like
the shroud.
they came out of thin air, just basically wearing slacks, suspenders, and various
Grimace.
blonde implements and hats. And they're pretty much just like suddenly running out and running towards the mob.
Why are they
Somewhere.
running towards the mall?
Because they're going to pull some of them off, and
Because they're gonna go beat them up.
Awesome.
we're having them. Or the idea is to have them pull some of the mob and pull it towards the perimeter so that those entrenchments can take it. Plus, it lightens it up for us.
Just like Mags looks. So if Marcus is touching me, they can't hear me.
Probably not.
No.
Oh, well, the comms.
Oh, the comms. Okay. Did I communicate all of this through the comms?
Yeah, we're like have
Yeah.
the boys pull some of these off and take them towards the edges. So
Yeah, I actually. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like, ah. Like,
Yeah, no, they're not engaging to start thinning it themselves. They're gonna
They're
pull.
hurting.
They're fishing.
I hope they can.
Oh yeah, it's kiting, right?
Yeah, we're kiting them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
kite the mobs. Yeah.
Hey, Ken.
Okay.
They're
Sorry, it turned into MMO jargon.
Right?
They're gonna pull the
Sorry.
whole room,
I know.
and they run towards us really fast and then feign death.
Leroy Jenkins.
Well, I'm not gonna heal him.
Yeah.
He dies. He dies.
Leroy Jenkins is the other way around.
No, I already
Who's
did
the
that.
healer?
I'm climbing the
Who's the
building and
healer?
being like, "Shoot at me, bro."
Shit, we don't got a healer on this raid. Fuck.
I need a heals. My mitigation's the bomb.
Kind of is, yeah.
Mags like
Mine's
looking at
getting
Marcus
there,
and I'm just
too.
like, wait, Should we be firing or something? Or should we just stand here?
I think
I'm not really sure what we should be doing
Marcus, he has like his handgun up and he's like touching you. And he's like, I think we should just start firing. Just pick a direction. I think everybody's just firing at this point.
Well, I just fired at nothing, so.
Throw your gun at a place where there's not a.
I'm just gonna be like, what's in your butt? Oh, you can take it.
You probably could. Don't worry about that.
All right, dropping a fireball in the tank. All right, get that DR fire too.
Right? They can't hear us, right? Why are we whispering?
I don't know.
I think it would be funny if we actually could hear
Because she
that.
doesn't have.
We might.
What are we using right now to do this? Is it she doesn't have obfuscate.
She doesn't know how to work.
Yeah, she's like,
As far as you know, you're invisible.
right, exactly. All right.
So what do we do?
So where are you stealing?
I'm climbing up the closest building to get to the
Yeah.
roof, and then I'm going to start roof hopping.
You're
Bert,
actually not anywhere near it.
No.
you see Bert is to your side, just smacking his axes and just like climbing up the building, like
I'm gonna wreck it.
a very dapper, like 18th century Spider-Man.
Well, I'll shoot off one round of an Uzi in the general direction of where I saw the. Is that going to even make it that far?
What's your range, or what does it say for range?
For the snipers, no,
Yeah,
definitely
probably
not.
not.
No, I was like, that's not going to make it
Your
that far.
SMG is not
I
gonna-
don't have.
No, you don't have much for ranged. I'm sorry.
I'm like a up and close. No, I didn't bring an assault rifle. I'm like, look, she's a hand-to-hand combat kind of girl. She'd rather just like punch things.
Yeah.
Well, then you and
It's all shotguns and
Marcus
Uzis.
might want to move up to the van and help clear a swath through the van.
You can always join the most.
Some of them are
Or
starting
you
to
can climb up on
roll
a building
towards the
with me,
van,
you know.
so you can pick some of those off before they reach.
Or you can hold your action.
Area, try to
you
take
could
a
be the
pot shot at
cavalry,
it.
You're both on bikes, just ride your bikes through things.
With my
shoot at
no
people.
success
Well, that's
with
only
9
fun.
dice
Yeah,
bullshit.
Dang.
No.
Oh, well, we're just MMOing this whole thing now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I totally do
Is
that?
that-
I would like to ride my bike and through a portion of whatever's coming towards us and start using things like
Yes.
improvised clubs.
Dex
that I
plus
picked up.
drive. Go for it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, that's not enough. That's so
Pull
not
a
enough.
sign, pull out.
3,
Improvise.
4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice. Difficulty?
Let's go with 6.
All right.
What are you trying to do?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Oh, it's a stick.
Yeah.
Not a bite.
4.
5, 6.
6?
Mhm.
All right. So Marcus is right behind you. And then he basically says, just go, I'll follow your lead. And then he pulls back and gets on his own bike. So basically you just grab the bike and just peel off away from the van.
Cool.
Bert, you hear the sound basically just coming out of the bubble. It's basically silence. It's only peeling out like a bat right out of hell, coming out of the zone. You see that the mobs definitely see and hear you. You're making a fucking racket.
Awesome. Uzi?
Yeah.
Uzi.
Yeah.
Can I be
That shall be
firearms
your
plus-
saber.
Is it just firearms?
Dex plus firearms.
Yes, just firearms.
Yep. The difficulty should be written
1, 2, 3, 4.
because you
Lots
roll
of
so
dice.
high on your Dex plus drive. You have absolutely no penalty to your shot. So basically, like, you're holding the throttle in one hand, you pull the Uzi in the other, and you're basically gonna do a strafing firing arc on some of these beasts. Those of you in the van, you basically just see Mags like peel off and then like strafe the bike right in front of the van, like to the complete opposite side, and firing shots I call throughout the maneuver.
3,
4.
4.
4 successes.
My pen is exploded.
Oh no.
What are you putting there?
Well, that sucks.
Oh.
Because it's damage. Because damage is
You
that
got that.
4
Uh-huh.
plus your successes.
Oh.
Because firearms are cool like that.
Yep.
I don't think there's gonna be like enough space for all these guys.
All right, then roll in 2 chunks.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, might wanna
So I think it's 6. So that's 2.
toss that one.
Okay. This is our counter. That's how many you got so far. Yeah, that's fine.
Isn't that fun? When you start having to use counters.
Oh, these just count as successes. We don't re-roll them.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 damage just across a swath.
Like I mentioned, all of those inside the van, you basically see mags peeling off, strafing in front of the van, and as she strafes, the bike pulls out her Uzi and just like starts firing shots at everything in front. You see a bunch of these shots like hitting some of the mobs that were coming towards
Soccer
you.
hooligan John Woo.
One of those just basically tumbles and face plants right on the asphalt as it loses balance from the shots, and you see blood starting to pool over. Some of the other ones that are like they're just like slipping in blood.
You. Fun.
But there's so many of them that like at this point it looks like almost like a mob at a concert. Like they're coming on top of each other and they're just like starting to crawl towards you, especially with the ruckus you make.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of them that actually are moving towards you guys.
I'm like, oh, it's getting crowded over here. Don't you have like some sort of firing thing like aiming this way as well? I mean, you're aiming towards a sniper, but don't you have like a sniper?
Bert,
I mean,
You're
I
up.
can't do both at
No,
once.
yeah, she'd have to like,
Oh, that would be entertaining.
yeah. Climbing.
you are now making it to the top.
Top of the
Of
building.
that building.
Cool. All right. And then running, jumping,
Climbing
You have
trees,
athletics, right?
trying to get to murder. What?
You have athletics, right?
Oh yeah.
Dex plus athletics.
Nope. That's okay though. I'll
You
take
know
the raw. I'll take the raw dex. It's whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Good enough of
I'll
that.
burn. I'll burn for 2 more. So to boost myself.
This is basically how quickly you're going to be clearing obstacles to get there faster. The difficulty is 7.
Yes. What's my difficulty?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. All right. Those of you looking, you see Bert kind of hammering his way like to the top with his axes, and the moment he gets to the top of that building, it's suddenly like it's a completely different person. He's running, he's jumping, leaping over things.
I am Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, that's like some Assassin's Creed shit. Like he's
Yeah.
leaping over shit, jumping. Yeah.
Oh, super
Yeah.
fun.
It is the free running.
So you got a very dapper like gentleman just like hopping over like a gap between 2 buildings, just running towards that building.
What a fun bit of entertainment.
Let me know when
You
I
got
reach.
6, right?
Yeah. Let
By
me know when I
next
hit.
turn,
Let me know
you
when I
will
hit
do
a 50-foot mark.
You will hit there like right by your next turn.
Okay.
You'll be
Okay.
good to go, because with 6 successes you're going fast as shit.
Yeah.
Like you're covering a lot of ground right now.
Not as fast as celerity, but
Mhm.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
Mhm.
celerity.
yeah. You
All
do
right.
too, if you want.
This is back to your turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
At
gonna
some point.
pop that up.
Okay.
Actually, you could probably activate that.
Celerity on,
this turn.
which means you have celerity 2, right?
I have 3.
So
I
you
gave
have 1
myself a
point.
3rd one.
So you get
At some
3
point.
3 actions at the end of the turn.
Mags is also pumping.
Alright.
How many dots of
Shit.
celerity do you have?
Shit's gonna
4?
go crazy.
What?
Holy shit, son.
You,
I have
that-
72 points.
72.
I needed to put things somewhere.
that's where you put them. And
Oh
you're
my
gonna
God.
fight.
Yags.
You're gonna do 100 mile an hour. Just
You're gonna be-
to-
You're
Okay.
gonna be able to do circles around the van,
You're gonna
just
run out of
taking
ammo.
pot shots.
Well, careful on the blood points.
Then
too.
I'll just
Yeah.
use my Uzi as a club.
It's my club weapon.
See?
At this point,
You
like
do
you,
fucking front wheelies and like spin off on the face and you're like, and none of us will see it.
at this point,
She
like,
will, but
celerity 4, you're probably fast enough to just like go around the mob and just like punch them in the face every time you come close, like
Okay.
every single time.
there you go.
Okay.
Good job.
Damn.
You got
somewhere.
potence too, right?
What?
You're Brujas. You got
She's,
potence.
yeah, she's
too.
triple on potence. Yeah, she can punch them in the. She
You
can
can
punch their
punch
heads
through
off.
them.
Yeah,
Oh, entertaining.
you are a Bruja now. Good job.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
gonna lose your balance on the bike because you're gonna come so fast and punch so hard that you're gonna punch through and it's gonna be stuck on your arm. You're gonna be like, ah!
I flew too close to the sun. My ass was too bad.
Bert.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
Today.
amazing, amazing. Ass was too bad. So all right, good. Yeah, you're up. So I marked your celerity.
All right.
What about yours? Because the both of you have a combined 7 turns. A turn ahead.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
That's
I'm mad with power.
You
great.
guys should trade off turns that way.
Yeah.
You're not.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you end up spending a blood point per dot.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's not you pop a blood point and you.
Yeah, I thought it was a blood point, and then
Oh no, it is a blood point. You're right.
Yeah.
You get that many actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is.
It's
Oh,
every
really?
turn. It's every turn you use it.
Yeah.
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 That's why old celerity was broken.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Should have learned it earlier in the game.
Seriously, did considering taking a dot or two.
Right.
I wish I could get dominant 6 though.
And we used to play this shit like when people were making like huge broken builds. Everybody had celerity. Everybody.
It's also great for when you're splitting. You don't have to split your dice pools because it's your next turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just wait till your celerity turns and you're like,
Mhm.
I'm doing 5 actions, all at full dice. Bye.
all right. Well, Grigia
But
is looking through her scope so she can pinpoint where these bitches are at.
Perception was alertness.
I don't remember where, but somewhere
Difficulty.
7.
someone once told me at work that the only appropriate place to touch another coworker is right here.
Yep.
And so every now and then, me and
How many?
a few of the others who are in on the
3?
game will be like,
Okay.
behind you.
The glow's
And
still
we're
there.
like, oh.
But it's moving. You see part of it, like you lose sight of it for a moment, then you catch sight of it in another window. Like basically, whoever was in that spot was like, "Fuck that noise! I'm picking another spot. I'm made."
You're still made.
Yeah.
I see everything.
You do it anyway, even though they can't see you. Makes you
You
feel
also
Feel it.
see.
It's more like
You get a
There's only
closer
one.
look
There's
at
only
that
one.
big swath
Alright, there's only
of
one eye.
of darkness.
darkness. Like there's a corner of the building, like with the scope, you actually see it. It's basically like you have like the building and you see the front surface of it, and eventually, like as it reaches a certain point, it's like it melts into the night sky. Like the corner of the building is
Oh, there's,
not
there's
quite
some
there.
fucker over there.
Oh yeah,
Shadow.
I will find it.
Bum,
I knew I smelled butt stuff.
Right? But
Alright,
stuff
well,
is
she's
awesome.
taking shot number 2. Glow.
All right.
Bless you.
Although this time, she's just going to use her rifle to be more precise.
Okay. Nobody can really see it because they're outside the bubble, but you have like Grigia armed to the teeth. Like basically kneeling behind a minigun with a rifle.
Yeah.
Like I have a gun on top of my gun.
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8.
8.
8 successes.
All right. Well, 6 of those go in. So roll your rifle damage plus 6.
Plus 6. All right, so I roll 14 dice.
Yeah. Sniper damage.
7 or 7. And everything with 6 or above, right?
6 and above is a success.
So 2 so far. 3, 4, 5. 5.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You basically wait because like the glow, you see the glow is running and you can assume that it's actually passing, you know, behind, like in rooms in the building, and you don't have a good sight of where the person is, but you see that fucking glow. So you're just looking through your scope and you wait, and at some point you lose track of it, and as it passes back through the wall, you take your shot immediately. And you see the glow just like fade for a second, looks like it's crumpling, and then like just starts fading out, like it's oozing into the building itself. After a couple of seconds, you lose sight of it entirely.
Whatever it was is dead.
Dead now.
I will make sure. Once I figure out how to deal with this butt stuff.
Shadow Man taught me.
Yeah, I'm kind of wishing I'd taken a couple dots so I could like play with it.
Butt stuff.
Yeah.
We've got
But
Eric.
like-
Eric, what's
I feel like Bert should know about the ancient Greeks, so you should have like a...
She has several dots and butt stuff,
Yeah.
actually.
I am German. I am Austrian.
I don't even know where I'm from.
It's a funny accent.
It's been so long.
Okay.
Amara's is gonna nosebleed and do a blood point to pump my strength.
Okay. Speaking of which,
You can
mob
do that every
time.
turn. Just whenever.
Yeah, I know, but I held my turn last time. And I was like, oh, that's what I should be doing with my
Mags,
turns.
roll me a dex plus dodge. Your sidestep counts. Area and Amaris, roll me a perception plus alertness.
Wow.
What do I need?
Wow.
6.
We all need six?
Nothing.
3, 4.
We all need 6.
5.
Dex plus dodge.
Oh, your dex plus dodge, yeah, 6 too. 5?
0.
Okay. Area, you're still looking
Cool.
straight ahead.
I see everything.
Amaris, you're
I've got people in my
This gives
ear,
you another
okay?
success
Yeah.
if your specialty applies.
Don't care.
That's how we've been
you're
doing it.
keeping kind of a close eye on, you know, the surroundings. You see from one of the side streets one of these abominations just like barreling out,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
like it's basically losing its balance.
Yeah.
But you're going like this, and it's coming this way. It's barreling like towards the van.
What's the fucker driving?
It doesn't seem. It doesn't seem
It's not
like
coming
it,
at us. It's just aimlessly.
yeah, because it can't see the van. It's just like
Yeah.
wandering aimlessly. And for all intents and purposes,
Yeah.
you might actually, at the speed you're going, drive past it. There's always a chance that that
It might
fucker is
hit us.
gonna run headfirst into the fucking van.
What's the fucker driving? What's his name?
Brendan.
Brendan.
Brendan?
Oh, Brendan. Go left a bit.
What, left?
Yes. Just Just
All right.
veer
all right.
over, just a touch.
And you see him like look into the mirror, and then he's like, "Oh shit!" And he just like starts to make a left.
Go that way.
Where, yeah, you feel it as it's pulling left very sharply. But yeah, it is coming towards you. You see that like it seems to be like smelling something. But it has no fucking idea where it goes. It has like one very long, gross, gangly arm that's just like flailing around randomly. Yeah.
Oh, what's your name?
Max.
Max. Oh, Max! On the intercom.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that disgusting thing with a gangly arm running toward us? Well, the really large one.
That's rude. His name is Marcus.
Running. No, the one with the gangly arm running at the abomination.
That's rude. His name is Marcus.
I love Marcus.
Cut to Marcus with a single tear.
Aww.
Horrible. Anyway, it's following a scent. It seems. Pick it off.
Oi.
Oh, did you get your
4.
turns?
4. Dex plus dodge. Okay. As you finish, you're still strafing from your previous movement, and suddenly you see a very gross, bloated, meaty fist just like swing right above your head. And you just managed to duck and kind of swing the bike like under you right out of the way. You still have control of the bike, but you just dodge a very gross punch that probably would have knocked you right off the saddle.
Oi.
Yes, that one.
Did you get all your turns?
It's actually a different
Not yet.
one because
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you're
things are
up
happening.
front
Yeah.
of the van at this point, so you're here, and this thing is like behind there, and it's running like towards the van. So since you have celerity, right now you're fast as shit. Like this is the Matrix for you. Like everything is going in slow fucking motion.
Pick it off with an Uzi or a shotgun, or like actually try to beat it with a.
I would. So
You're in bullet
So
time.
your potent,
Basically.
Do all of the above.
so your potent allows you to punch through walls.
Okay.
You have a specialty in shotguns, and
I-
your Uzi puts out a shit ton of bullets.
But if you try to
But I
punch
also
through
have
its
an-
head, you'll be covered in its ick.
I also have a specialty in improvised clubs, so theoretically, I
But
could
then
do,
you would
like,
have to acquire one, whereas you already have weapons on you.
good
So
point.
whichever you want,
Butt
you
of a
have
shotgun.
all options.
Basically, like you have celerity 4, so
You should
the
swing
moment
your
you
gun
pop
and
that
knock its
shit
head off
up-
with your gun, with, like, the end of it.
you've seen that Futurama episode where Fry like drinks 300 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
That's
This is
hilarious.
basically exactly.
Yes, it
this is
is,
how
yes.
time looks to you right now.
Trying to figure out what would be the best.
Like there's flames like around you, and they go like about this speed. Like you see like pretty much like the wave of the flames like that.
I don't have all the stats down for the shot. There's somebody.
So that it worked the other day and you got it. It's
Well,
so disappointing.
You'll have these actions will come at the end of the turn, so
Okay.
you have a bit to.
Blue.
For now, you
Oh.
managed to dodge a very gross, bubbly, meaty punch.
Alright.
So you're still free of harm, and you still have control of your bike. So you'll be able to whip it around.
Okay. Tony,
Hmm.
can
Area.
you look up semi-automatic shotgun for me, please?
I thought you had all the
You
stats
are-
on there.
I only have it for the Uzi because I use that
Or not.
90% of the time.
Oh, right. I think it's
Is
It's
that
your
right?
turn.
Oh, I have an auto shotgun.
Sorry. Wait, they're all
Did we
done
do
with their
the-
stuff?
which
The
does it
mob
say
is,
which
yeah.
model?
Oh, I mean, but they had all their turns and
No,
everything.
just a shotgun
No,
semi-automatic.
That's at
we
the end of
didn't-
the turn, isn't
That's at the end of the turn.
Oh, they just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't actually
Yeah.
use it yet. Okay, sorry.
No, we
sorry.
gave it the Uzaz.
All right, so am I?
Oh, is that
Wait,
the-
can I
is
actually
that-
shoot at
is
that
that-
weird
I thought
blobby
it was
thing
easy.
at this point?
You can.
It will.
Uzaz
It is
12.
definitely
No,
in
you've been
range.
rolling for the Uzaz.
What
And
about
you're
the other
going
thing?
left now, so the back of the van is actually facing.
That's fine.
it.
It's whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so I can just shoot from the back.
They're
Is that what
about
you're
they're about the
saying?
same.
Okay,
The
all
doors
right.
are still open.
Uzi.
Nobody said they were closing the doors, so
All right
Yeah, they're about the
again.
same.
I just hope I
Alright.
do better
Was
this
it the video
time.
Uzi or the regular Uzi?
That's not easy.
Yeah, they're a little different. That's okay.
What's the Uzi?
The mini Uzi?
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay, wow.
Because you have a mini, right?
It's
There.
small. It's small.
1, 2,
light
3,
submachine gun?
4,
Yeah.
5,
Okay.
6,
Your
7,
difficulty 7.
Okay, well, that's still the same.
8,
Your damage is 4.
8.
What's your rate?
It's in my 38
What is that?
caliber.
That's how many you can fire in a full round.
Jesus Christ.
Because the clip,
Yeah, we've been doing that all wrong because
7.
I'm a star.
because the clip is
7
30.
what? 7 goes
7
in.
goes in.
So how does it work again?
You roll your damage plus
Yeah.
7.
Okay, fine.
Oh, but it just says +4, so I roll 4.
Whereas this one, you
So
can throw
11.
out 8 around.
You roll 11 damage.
and
Oh, I
has
roll
a
all of
clip
it?
20.
Yeah, because with a gun, since you don't add a stat to it, you add all of the successes that you get in.
Okay, I'm going to have to do 11 dice. I think I'm trying to do 4.
Well, there you go.
Uncle Jesse does 10 damage.
Yeah, like base.
Yeah, so yeah, that's
Goodness.
So
Okay.
says I'm gonna get
And
like
that's
9.
Which is basically because it's not a precision tool as much as like whatever you fire at is going to get shredded.
Yeah,
6.
6. Okay. You shoot it straight through the
Have
thigh.
we outfitted this thing with
And
like, speakers
you
yet,
see
so we can
you
play
see the
Private
bullet
Valkyrie?
go in, and you see
and
the back of
terrible
his
80s
thigh
music?
just like explode.
should though.
But you know Brendan's,
And
Brandon's cranking it. So.
Brendan.
this
It is
this
Brendan,
thing is
okay,
like now very
Got it.
clearly
That's what I
like
need
losing step, right? Like his leg is just now
Alright.
useless,
Yeah.
and
Or is it just going to go? Beep?
I just imagine the
You
shark
both-
exploding.
hear the most ungodly scream
Ooh.
coming from this thing.
Well, that made up for last turn.
And now it is starting to fall down, like it's almost falling in the back of the van.
Oh, no.
You could, either of you could potentially like step up there and just like punch it at this
Can I
point.
just-
because
this is Sparta it?
You can.
Totally need to
Feel
do
kick it in the face.
It is now your turn.
Yay!
So,
I'm gonna put another one of these.
but yeah, basically you just exploded its leg, so now like it just starts to face plant, but it's so close to the van that like its face is almost like falling in.
Ooh, what I want to do is I'm gonna take my silver scimitar and stab it. 'Cause I feel like silver would work better.
Ah, there you go.
And then this is Sparta it out the fucking door.
But you stab it and then kick it off your sword.
Yes!
Yes!
There it is. There it is.
Alright, okay.
There were stunt dice, there would be some right now.
There it is.
These
I
plus
know, I'm sorry.
these.
And then your mini Uzi is,
You're
it's
counting
the-
your
it's the
extra
self-armor
strength, yeah?
with
Oh,
a stick. Right.
I got it.
thank you.
You know what I
Is
mean?
it selfie stick?
Yeah. We got, yeah.
Yeah. Well, strength is for damage.
Yes.
So it would be melee and dexterous. So yeah.
Automatic shotgun. Bruce has 12.
Any
An-
specialties?
Yes.
Yes.
In my poignard.
Okay, so there you go. That gives you another
that's
success
not-
right off the door.
Yeah. So what is it?
6 and up.
6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right.
Stab it in the face.
Oh yeah,
Kick it in the
It,
chest.
you sure do. You sure do.
That is not a pretty gun.
At this point, like you're basically like bracing yourself
Yeah.
with your poignard and like just like angle it so it's almost like falling on it, like face first.
Yeah.
Well, it is a U.S.
It looks like one of those goblin sharks.
And then it did 4 damage.
Okay.
And then do I have to roll to kick it?
AA-12 for when
Yeah.
you're absolutely
Roll me,
100%
roll
sure
me,
that everything in a
we'll get that
particular
one to you for
direction
free.
must be
Roll me
destroyed.
another
What is that? A melee plus a.
same roll.
Okay.
Dex plus melee.
Because that's what you're rocking.
Nice.
Little paper cut.
You got a drum mag.
1,
That's pretty
2,
sweet.
3, 4, 5. 5.
Oh yeah, brawl.
Nah. 5 to Leonidas, this bastard, out my car.
All right.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm inside.
Okay, roll me your strength.
Yay.
Technically, brawl would have been it, but you have as much brawl as melee. Yeah.
Yeah. 3.
And yeah. Mini
Okay.
Uzi is a mini Uzi. Yeah.
So yeah, it plummets forward with its leg shattered.
Yeah.
Just falls on your
Very much
sword.
so.
Area. It's basically like,
Every 10 minutes,
it's
you
a
have to,
very
like, refill it.
graceful
You're like,
affair
"No,
at
I just-
first,
they're all out.
where she just like
They shoot too much.
gets up from her seat very, very calmly and just like angles herself, and then this thing just
And
like
so-
the face just falls right on her blade, And it
so
tries to
let me
scream,
know
but
if
at
you
this
wanna
point,
do
like
just
it's
single shot,
gurgling
burst fire,
gross
or full
blood,
auto.
I have
which
that.
fortunately is falling right below the cutoff of the van, so it's not falling inside.
What would be better for this thing?
We don't want any of that.
And then with one big fierce kick, she just dislodges it from the blade, and then
Probably
the thing just
single shot
topples backwards
because
and
you
just
can-
stays
You can
there.
put out enough damage.
You
in
see
one
the gross
shot.
blood like kind of
Sorry.
bubbling like from its face.
If I was inclined to high-fiving, I would be doing one right now.
I understand the sentiment.
Yes.
How's that work?
What can I wipe my bleed?
Yeah.
Right?
It
It is gross.
on celerity turn. Did you take your celerity turns yet?
We'll wipe it on the upholstery, but I'll never
No.
hear the end.
Not yet.
Take it in
At the last one? Okay.
After.
Yeah.
So after I go, you
Max,
one or the two of you will take your celerity turns.
this is going to be your main turn right now. So you heard Amaris tell you about this thing that was about to plummet in the van. As you're whipping around, again, your perception of time is very altered right now. But you see it kind of slowly go towards the van. You see its thigh explode in slow motion. You're not quite sure why. Thing just like trips up and almost falls into the van. Something happens because you see it fall backwards. You see the string of very gross blood oozing from its face as it's falling backwards, and it falls right down on the pavement and just bleeds out.
Oh. Well, it's all done.
Which is weird because you can't see the van, so
Right.
it just went into like a weird space in the road, and suddenly like its thigh exploded, it fell forward, its head exploded, and now it's backwards and bleeding. Yeah,
There's others.
but there's plenty of gross ones right in front of you, including the one that just tried to punch you.
It's so sticky.
Is it really big? Is the one in front of me?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Cool.
is towering over you.
So yeah, you've got a bunch of. Okay. So
Okay.
you can auto. You can multiple shots, so multiple targets.
Mhm.
You can strafe, right?
Mhm.
3 round burst. 2 weapon if you want to dual wield, but
Do a little bit. Get their shotgun.
while riding your bike.
Behind the back.
It's all on the hips, man.
You have to understand that you're fast enough to do that shit at this point.
Yeah,
because
that's so amazing.
you can whip this out and fire and grab back the handles, and not even a second has passed.
And you can ride bikes without hands.
Could I?
And
Can
I
you
think
dual
you're.
wield an Uzi and a shotgun at the same time? Is
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
possible?
You
Oh,
are.
yeah.
You can.
Okay.
I can.
I mean, you guys can
Let's
strength.
try this.
Your strength is
I don't know
about
if
3,
it's gonna
right?
happen.
It's gonna be
Do it.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what's gonna happen.
yeah.
Sometimes we gotta
Akira,
have fun
yeah.
destroying mooks. It's just gonna happen.
So
Are you working tomorrow morning?
So, okay, how does this work?
how the dice?
Are you working
Yes.
tomorrow morning?
No. Tomorrow's my day off.
Okay.
Just getting a sense.
So
of,
how would you
As
like
we're
Look at this
approaching
roll that
and
I'm not
trying to
actually
get a
having.
sense of where we'll cut this down.
What's dual wielding?
What?
So yeah. So
That didn't actually happen, but it was just like, wow.
so
We wasted it.
Okay.
I'm making Tony's brain hurt.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's White Wolf is.
So your difficulty's +1
Like
From
in-
way back in
This is
time.
like freaking endgame
Whatever
White
it
Wolf,
is.
so
Okay.
yes.
and then you're splitting your dice pool.
Good thing we're not playing this.
Would you like to strafe, burst fire, or full auto?
Just full auto.
Okay.
I feel it running.
I just wanna see what's gonna happen.
Okay, you make a single
Only
roll,
way to get back.
adding 10 dice to your accuracy. Okay, so
That
okay.
responds.
Uh-huh.
Shit. Okay. All right.
Still
So are you? Okay.
White Wolf is basically doing like a mental attack on you from like 20 years ago.
Are you trying to unload all into one creature, or are you doing multiple? Because this is going to be
I remember
fantastic
those
overkill.
exact same fucking conversations from like 15 years ago.
There's other
I might recommend strafing because you're going to be putting out a lot of damage.
Oh,
and
well,
it'll-
just what I want you to do. But that's okay. We'll
I mean,
strafe.
whatever Mags would do.
I was all like, no, she wouldn't unleash everything all in one thing, especially if there's more things.
Because if
around.
you're doing it,
I'm
then
gonna
you're
shoot
gonna.
one
yeah.
thing at a
Okay,
time,
okay,
so I
okay,
might
okay.
as well
Strafe.
explode
Okay,
one.
four,
Okay.
okay. Okay, so yeah, 10 dice.
It's too bad I can't get.
Plus
So I can't get domination. So they can
Plus your
dominate.
deck plus firearm.
Nice dominate.
Add that to my pool.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't need it. I'm a adventurer.
Yeah.
People do stuff for me because they need to. I'm an adventurer.
All right, so 7 more dice. 2, 4, 6, 6. So I'm strafing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Strafey strafes.
So we're just gonna, we'll just say, okay, yeah.
Remember
we'll
the
just go with
hole
that.
that's not enough
I
space?
know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get them all into one thing so I know how I am with it here.
Okay.
We need bigger
So-
dice cups for this game.
That's
I can
a
barely
better-
fit 11 in my hands.
We're getting into powerful fucking K-Knights now.
All right, now
Yeah.
your normal difficulty is what?
Did you actually mean literally half it because I just got a handful out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go Uzi first.
Sure, we'll go Uzi first.
What's the difficulty on Uzi?
It's normally a 7.
It's normally 7. Okay. So now it's
8?
10.
10. Now
Right.
it's 10.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Now your difficulty's 10.
Okay. So
But
roll
you
this.
have. But yeah. So do you want to do like willpower or something to make sure you at least get a success, or are you just like whatever? There should be 10s in there.
Well, you know, figure we'll just
Okay. Go for it. Roll that beautiful beam footage. Booyah.
And then there's 1.
No.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
That's okay. Do I get anything?
No.
Oh, that's gonna be fun times. I'm gonna roll willpower on the next one.
Okay. All right. Now roll the other half.
Okay.
But you have 1 auto success because it's a shotgun.
Let's get another auto success. At least it makes some damage through.
Can we get modifiers for firing into this crowd, or what?
How much was the difficulty on
So
that?
plus 1 difficulty to dual wield and plus 2 difficulty to strafe.
Okay. Yeah, that difficulty should go down by 1 again, so 9 should really be your target number.
Can we call it 8 since I put away all those other dice from the? Okay, cool.
Really?
Roll that one. All right, cool. So you.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh my
Wow.
god. No
Max is
one.
just gonna make a fucking mess.
All right, reroll that
This one?
Reroll them both.
These 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel bad at all.
As proof to show that
Yeah,
just
I
because
already
you have
dealt
more dice doesn't
with
necessarily mean
For
anything,
dropping it?
Nope.
I
3.
feel bad for
Okay, roll.
these things dying. It's a way.
right?
Not right
You
now.
play dice.
You
you're
roll.
like,
You roll.
So
good.
I dealt with that feeling. For
3 successes.
3.
We'll say 2 on the shotty and 1 on the Uzi.
Okay, and it's a strafe run, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, roll damage.
Okay. So the attacker divides any successes gained on the attack roll evenly among all the targets in the covered area. If only one target is within range.
Okay. I'll take care of that piece.
Targets only one be assigned per target.
all right, so how do we roll for damage?
So you roll for the Uzi first. So that's your damage. Oh, wait.
It adds damage too, right? Like, or this is just like spread it.
Yeah, you spread it around because
Okay.
you're going across.
So roll your Uzi damage plus 3.
So was it? How many dice are we rolling?
Damage plus 3.
Oh, so just 1 dice plus 3.
What?
No, Uzi should be higher
No,
than that.
no. That's what I'm asking. How many dice are we rolling? This is damage 8.
So 8.
Okay.
8 plus 3, so 11 dice.
11 dice.
1, 2, 3,
Okay,
Yeah.
11.
4, 5, 6,
That's
7,
okay, this
8,
time I got it.
9. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have fun doing this?
Hey, you're the one doing it.
No, I mean like when it's your turn.
That's why I went melee. All right, so And difficulties default 6 or 5 or
6.
something like that. Yeah, 6. All right, cool. So 1, 2. Roll again.
I thought you said that invisible.
Just kidding. 3. Yeah. So
3,
yeah.
2, 3,
Three.
There's more. Keep going. 3 so far.
4, 5, 6.
One's enough.
Okay. So they're easy.
I had you get a shotgun.
Let me some of that shotgun
Same thing.
goodness.
8 plus.
3.
Oh, sorry.
Now your clips are empty
Oh,
because
yay.
you unloaded everything on.
So you might.
Uh,
Fortunately, you have 4 actions coming up, so you can use one of those to refill.
Well-
1, 2, 3, 4.
Reload,
4.
shoot again, then get the good fight.
Yep.
That's crazy. That is some crazy.
Try to got celerity on me. I should be able to reload and just.
Yeah.
You take 1 action to
5,
reload.
6, 7, 8.
8 for the shotgun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is a 14 damage.
That's like 6
spread
humans.
into
Yay!
spread
Success!
into that area. So
Achievement unlocked.
you whip your bike around from dodging that big punch, pull your shotgun in your free hand, let go of the handles for a moment, and just like let the bike go as you're
Sort of
pretty much
drift.
peppering these things. Grigia, since you're facing in that direction, you see her like do this, and it's happening super fast. Like you know, like the bike is going, and you just see a blur on top of it for a second, and
And then bullets everywhere.
yeah, you see just a bunch of like
The staccato
open
against
wounds
the engine of the
on 4 of these creatures up top. Like suddenly they're getting, you know, like bullets peppered like everywhere. And Mags has a shotgun in her hand, and she puts her hand back like on the handle, like she's still holding the shotgun, and she's just like grabbing the but she's moving so fast at this point that you can't really distinguish her features. She looks like she's like vibrating.
Like the Flash, upgrading her molecules.
And then use your other 2 actions to reload.
Yes.
Well, she has 4, right?
Yeah.
So 1 per weapon, and then
Yeah.
the last
so she'll
one
get
to
more
hold on to the
actions.
bike
Yeah.
again.
Because you're ridiculous.
Yeah, I have 4.
You got
So-
all 3 of yours?
Not yet,
Not yet.
Okay.
because now
We
it's
have
up
to
to
wait for
it's
the
you.
turns to be over.
Oh shit.
That was our main
You
turn.
guys are ridiculous.
Still going.
Oh, it's my turn.
Like
Yeah,
I
it's
said,
our turn.
Oh shit.
they have a
Fencing.
total of 7
I
actions
know.
after this.
Hopping fences.
Oh, that
dodging
isn't
trees.
even the start. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Nope.
we said that we were gonna switch off. So if she
Okay.
did hers this time, then I'll do mine next time. So
Okay.
that way we're not just like,
Okay.
and now it's our turn forever.
Well, actually, that's what I thought was going to happen. Was that at
So-
the end of 1 turn, you 2 were going to go you.
That's
you.
what I thought.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
that's
That's
the end of
Okay.
the turn.
All right.
That's fine.
Basically, right now, when you both turn your celerity on, you have more turns combined in this entire turn order.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Hopping fences, jumping trees, trying to get away.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you got a
So
6
you
last
just, like,
time.
you just hear like all the gun bursts fire, and you're just all like,
Yeah,
okay.
like,
Yeah, whatever.
Bert,
Did
there's
it
a lot
hit
of
me?
activity down there. The stuff that you probably care about is that
This
you
void.
see another bullet whizzing by and hitting that building somewhere through a window. Not quite sure. It came from it was not targeted at you.
Oh,
It
okay.
came from the invisible van area down there and just like whizzed and went into the building
Are you doing solos now?
through a window.
Yeah.
All right.
And
You let them know you were serious.
you
And
had
now I took the motherfucker out.
That's right.
and you have you don't know what the result is, but it just whizzed in there. Now you're gonna be able to reach and get into that building.
All right.
You know,
So
that 50 feet mark.
all right. So it doesn't say specifically whether or not aura sight can penetrate obtenebration. It doesn't say yes. It doesn't say no. So I'm gonna try it anyway.
Okay.
Gets the GM call.
Yeah, because I looked at, I'm like, what? It does say it's difficult for obfuscate and everything and chemistry, but it can be done.
Okay.
Just means higher difficulty.
Yeah, so for like obfuscate, it's contested. And if it's chemistry,
Do they say which stats?
let's see here.
It's white
Well-
wolf, so it's a toss-up. They'll say it's contested, and they'll be like, "Figure it out."
So for obfuscate, whoever has the higher score
Yeah, old white
wins.
wolf.
Choose your hit and presenting those conditions. It just goes equal. Resist roll. Okay, and then. Okay. So if he has a higher obtenebration than my Auspex, so if we're going by the rules of obfuscate and chemistry, if he has a higher score than me in the discipline, he auto wins.
Okay.
But for other powers,
How much aspects you got?
2.
2. Yeah.
So he probably, but I tried anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's what I think
fine.
might work. So let's see here, perception plus sympathy. Nah, that's funny. Okay. I spend a willpower point. Because I want to see him. I really want to see him.
Yeah.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Yeah, 2 on my aura perception roll, which would get me distinguished main color, but I really just need a form.
A form.
That's all I want. Because if I can figure out where he's at, I can fuck with him. I can fuck him. All right.
Go on.
But
Still talk about butt stuff?
That's
Okay.
That's one of my favorite things. Is like, all right, we're gonna go
Fuck 'em.
take these guys and we're gonna fuck them
that's right.
up. You can't pause like that.
Oh, but I can.
Well, you know that wasn't intentional. Eh?
Because he's an asshole and I can't really do anything to him unless I can contact him.
Where are my humans?
That's what I just asked you. They were
I
in the
thought you-
sewer, right?
No, my snakes are in the sewer. Where are my humans? I guess they're with the snakes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Unless you want to bring them into the danger zone.
No, I'm not bringing them in here.
Yeah, I don't actually remember what you said you were doing with them.
As much as it would be nice.
Because apparently Joseph was in the van. I didn't know that. So
right?
Yeah,
Like
they met up with you.
they've got those floating blood points, and if they turn into vampires, that'd be great. But then they wouldn't be under my control anymore, and they'd want to be their own Setites and rock out and do their own shit. I'm like, no, they're mine.
You can.
I know I promised I'd make you one, but no.
In
can't you always blood bond them?
Yeah, I know I could, but then they'd still have to answer to me, and then they wouldn't be answering the blood right. You know? I don't know. It's weird.
in
They'd hate me.
in
They'd
very
resent me.
characteristic fashion.
So what happened with
It might take a long time for them to do that, though.
whatever their names were
Yeah,
until you.
yeah. I'm like, no, I can't have that.
In very characteristic fashion, in the midst of all this chaos, Mars is like, my things. Gotta figure this shit out.
Right?
I forgot about that.
Scraping her scimitar on the edge of the van,
That's
getting all the shit off.
This is like
on
a
the
gross.
foot, on the bottom, like scraping the shit off. Like, where are my things? Are they okay?
You can't hit her later. You can't see that. You're busy murdering people.
That's true. She hears it though. She's like, I will take note.
She wouldn't run the edge on it. She knows better.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Greg is doing like a full inspection after.
Yeah. So there's
This
just
was
a
good.
lot of gloop
I will
up on the footrest.
From somewhere, Grigia pulls out like those little forms that you have when you rent a car, and they're like doing the inspection
with
at
the,
the end.
with the sides.
Circle.
Yeah.
With the little like circle gauge.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I've seen so many of them. Too
Yeah.
many accidents.
Well, if Dorian were here with me, he'd have a cloth to clean my blade, but he's not.
Yeah, yeah.
Wipe on your clothes, not on my van.
My clothes are made of
So do I
fur.
pick anything up? Do I get anything?
So you got 2 successes, right?
Yeah.
You don't get an aura. You do get a sense of the up penetration zone,
Mhm.
and you get a sense that
You can pinpoint where the sender is, where you most likely think he's at.
Latex, not pleather.
Doesn't really. Okay.
Except the Kevlar bustier.
So.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You pretty much.
I didn't take fire magic. Dumb.
Please
All right.
don't.
I don't know which my dice elementals. God damn it.
Freaking methods.
Right?
I guess that is the-
You're in range to breach the building at this point.
Yeah, that's
More
I'm
like
gonna so
Iceland ones.
the blob, how high up is it? Like if I jump from this building into that building, how far do I need to go to
One
get to the
floor
blob?
up from you.
All right, I'm gonna try and Spider-Man onto this
From the
building
outside.
because I don't have anything that can get to him until I know where he is.
Right,
Until I can confirm.
right.
Because yeah.
But man,
So otherwise, I'm like, I'm going in. I wanted to dive into it, but I'm like, no.
Right.
things. In
Bert gives no fucks about those things. I'm ready. It's like, you need to make a courage roll. I'm like, I'm Richard the Lionheart. I got nothing.
It's a butt man.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
things in there.
What's my difficulty to latch onto the side of that building?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
No fucks given.
I start scaling that. I'm like,
I could always shoot at it. I do have incendiary rounds.
please feel free. It
in my
hates fire.
gun.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
I-
whatever. It's cool. I've been figured out. Am I near any of the shattered, busted out ones?
Yeah, you're right above one at this point.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna use that to dive into there.
Okay.
Do I have visual on a corpse of any sort?
Yeah, as you leap in, you see this long corridor. This building looks like it might be like a kind of like hotel of some sort or an inn. Because like you get into the room, by the way, like the window is shredded.
Sweet.
And the room is just, there's blood like on the floor.
I land
And
on that creep on whatever it was.
as you land, you get right out the door into the corridor, and you see a shape like right in the corridor at some point. You see some of the doors are open on the way to where that thing is, and right in front of one of the open door, you see a slumped form, like kind of like on its side, and you see something pooling underneath.
I jump on it and take the rest of that turn to start to drink up as much as I can.
Okay.
So, how many points can I get out of him or it? Does it taste funny like a clown?
You get 10.
Sorry. Sweet.
You get 10, but as you finish like drinking this thing up, like you felt the last remnants of life into it. As you suck those 10 blood points out of it,
That finished it.
turns into ash.
Sweet.
You ate it.
I didn't diblary it.
No.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure I care at this point, but
You finished it.
good.
You did not consume it. You
Sweet.
just drained enough blood point that it pretty much killed it.
Topped off. Murder some things. That's what I wanted. If I find any others, I'll just throw them out. So you can have some when you get there. You don't mind if it's a little tender, right?
Well, apparently Mars has a sawed-off shotgun.
Oh yeah.
When did that happen? Huh.
There you go.
Cool. So that's me. And then, if at all, I'm heading up. So yeah.
Yeah, so you see clearly from the point you're at,
Mhm.
you see like the corridor, like now with a pile of ash in it. You see the corridor continues to extend. There's a few more open rooms, and then about 4 rooms down, darkness.
No, fuck it. Can I punch through the ceiling?
You can.
All right. Yeah, I'm punching the ceiling.
You don't have time to punch through the ceiling.
Just straight strength, yeah.
Yep.
All right. What's well? I just had a.
It's an old building, so the ceiling is not super high.
I just had a drink. Let's pump that.
You have strength enough that you can just like leap up and just dragon punch the shit out of that ceiling.
4.
4?
Yeah.
Punch right through.
Ah,
You get showered in fucking plaster.
oh, asbestos. Good.
I mean, it's probably too old for it to be asbestos.
Too new.
Or too new.
All right, cool. So
Either
yeah,
way,
yeah.
I don't think
however far I can get in my
You punch a
one
hole. It's not super huge yet, but you can pretty much just rip shit off from
myself
it.
here. It's fine. Birth myself through the next floor. It's whatever. Yeah. All right. Who's next?
The most metal
Oh, we're at the
birth of all
bottom.
time.
Who's celerity?
it's her turn for
All right,
celerity.
it is now Celerity
Am I
Celerity
your turn or your
Festival.
turn, celerity?
I don't know.
Here.
Wait. Oh.
Again?
One more.
Again. God damn it.
Again?
Can we just roll fucking dice?
Yeah, roll off. There
Okay,
you go. Roll off.
Oh, Jesus
You'll roll the
Christ.
same fucking number. Look at that shit. Calling it right now.
8. There we
Thank
go.
God.
All right.
It's my turn.
Take your turn.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So Griggy is going to shoot at the darkness.
Celerity Festival.
Did you have gray eyes?
What?
Or did you have blue eyes?
Nice. We
From
music
the-
now
from
for
the
that?
thing.
Were you a wizard
From
of
the
light?
same
And when did you attack the darkness?
Oh, I don't know what he's talking about.
Take your turns.
It says
I'm going to show you later.
8-bit thing.
Take your
Yeah,
turns. You're going to watch a
it's
video.
a D&D like with the There's a girls there. I want
I'll show you the video. Take your turns.
Oh, okay.
It was
I'm
happening.
shooting at the darkness
Go ahead. Sorry.
with Uncle Jesse because it's full of explodey rounds.
That's right.
Slowly rounds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I attack the darkness.
With your Batman boy.
I attack the darkness.
I know on my sheet it says I have blue eyes, but I want gray eyes.
I attack the darkness.
Fuck.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. Ha 1.
1.
1.
Okay.
Win.
And as long as it's not a botch. Botch is
No.
-1.
Well, no, I switched in my brain the difficulty between my rifle and Uncle Jesse because
Okay.
Uncle Jesse is 7,
Yeah.
but the rifle is 8.
Yeah,
So
'cause
it's
it's basically just like you just like point it and shoot.
yeah.
Okay. 1.
So 1.
Your bullet.
Someone's all like, "What's the lowest first 3
Your bullets
of
just
the partner
disappear
number
into
in
the
support
void.
for partner?"
A couple of them.
And someone's all like, "If you
you
just
see a
type
couple
in
of them
50
like
for
hit
partner,
right
that just
before.
is actually someone." And I was like,
the big
I was
like
like,
dark
I have
space.
these things I
but you
change, so
can't
I'm like
really
this person,
tell
but I can't figure out what she does.
what happened. Like after that, you just see the incendiary
One of these
rounds like
days,
hit into like
They'll be like,
the
"Howie, who is
void
she?"
space,
20-year
and they just
coffee break.
disappear. Like you can't really see where they go. Bert, bullets fly in a window up above. You hear that shit whizzing.
If I see blood at all, I'm in. I just need him to bleed. That's all I need.
Bert was a were shark.
Give me some blood.
Can you imagine how terrifying that would be for that vampire? Like you start climbing off and you're like suddenly looking like a fucking like half-man shark coming through that hole.
If I had Tom outfit me before we started, it'd be rad.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there you go. Could make you like a
That's Thomas.
shark head in real skin.
Oh, you just look like
With
a
real
street
teeth.
shark.
That's right. No, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. So that was your first.
Three
Celerity
more.
round.
2 more.
You got 2 more.
All right. Having shot at the darkness
Oh, just you wait.
and being pretty sure that she took out the guy that shot at her van, she turns the gun
On the horde.
on the horde.
All right. And it starts.
You know, if you want to strafe, you add 10 dice to that and add your difficulty by 2. So
I don't think I don't think it strays.
Yeah, if you want to across,
Well, she better get out of the fucking way, though.
yeah, you'll miss her.
Well, it'll move over.
Yeah.
Wow. It was like she's on 10 times of crack.
Yeah,
right now,
but even
so-
as well, because the
It's fine.
damage is
It's the
already
same.
10.
It's all right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Sorry.
So that's 14 damage, right?
His partner is getting like some shit.
Yeah. Roll me some of that 14 damage.
She, I don't know if she works for the company, but she went to our old store.
Mhm.
And they had a newer partner on
2,
bar.
3.
It sounded like maybe during happy hour. And the new partner had to remake this same drink
5, 6,
1,
6.
6
2,
damage.
3, 4 times.
Okay.
Because she kept stirring it up, and the person who was the partner that was ordering the drink was like, "You did it wrong. Start over. You did it wrong. Start over." So she caught a lot of haterade in the comments for other partners going like, "Wow, aren't you being like a little harsh or a little mean?" And they're like, "She's like, no, you need to
fucking
teach her how to
no
make the
Don't
freaking
fucking
drink right."
It's
Okay.
one thing if you're cutting
Um,
corners, it's another thing if you can't. Did you get all 3?
Mags.
Yes.
6.
Roll me a dex plus dodge.
Dodge.
Why are you aiming for me?
You
I'm
can
not
use your
aiming.
size
I'm
step.
not aiming for you.
You
It's
just happen to be where I'm
it's where I
aiming.
need to shoot at.
I missed that. Was that all 3?
What do you mean all 3?
All your 3 turns?
No.
No, I still have one more.
Okay.
Second one.
But I think
One
I'm just gonna keep shooting at
What
them.
am I?
So
Difficulty 6.
Can I use
Your sidestep counts, so you get
Okay.
another success right out the door.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
Okay.
6.
6.
You good?
Okay.
Roll it again.
As so. Oh no, you're not dodging bullets.
Oh, I'm not. Well, what am I dodging?
You
It's
strafed and shot a bunch
Gross.
of these things. One of the things that you had hit with your Uzi suddenly explodes in bits and pieces of gross, swollen flesh and very bad smelling, dirty blood. And you just managed to whip the bike around, so none of that actually showers
Oh,
you.
sweet. Good, because this would be pissed if she had to stand near me and I was covered in that gunk.
Harland?
Yeah.
Harland?
Looks like.
Okay.
yeah,
Harlan
that was his
Sanders.
name. Harlan Sanders.
Yeah. Okay.
Round 3.
Last action.
I'm just gonna hold it because I just continue shooting. I guess.
All right. Well, you take another round shooting.
Sure.
Roll it. By this point, most of the mob is focused on this side of
Venti S'mores' first time was 6 pumps of frap roast. And she was like, no. 1 pump of peach the second time.
Ew. That's
2% milk the third time. And the last time she forgot the base.
Wow.
Although, if they
3.
forgot the base, but they like
3?
made like everything else correctly, I would have been like, just pump the base. I mean, it would have been fine. It would have
Pump
made
the
them
base.
Double blend.
like the whole thing.
all right.
I would also
Roll me 12 damage.
I would also throw shade at this partner for ordering a frappuccino.
Well, I was thinking it might not be a partner anymore.
Still, I'm like, I don't order a frappuccino.
I always feel bad when I order frappuccinos, but sometimes you just really want one.
Well, if you don't make them, you should know them.
I wouldn't order them. That was up to me. That's why I said instead of being like
7.
Whoa, you want?
7.
7.
Okay. All right.
Behold, one of the most glorious
Oh, there it is.
D&D videos ever. Yeah, she's gonna watch that while you do that.
Okay. It's so distracting now.
It's a classic.
Pause. So this is a skit that the dead alewives did, and then at the end of Summoner Wars, they put in that skit using the sprites. So that's why it looks all
Run
funky.
away.
There's another 8-bit version, and other people have done different versions.
So how does this next one go?
So you're going to use 2 of those 4 to reload.
Oh, I've seen.
So, right, this is where when you say attack the darkness, but that's where he's making fun of it because they talk about the eye color in here. So, all right, so I have 4.
You should have
I have 4
totally done
rounds.
that out there.
And if you like,
Yeah.
you can spend 2 of them reloading.
I guess it's over
There's
there.
been 2 of them reloading
And then you have 2 more turns.
to do more damage.
Yes.
So, would it probably just be easier to do same actions but no double wielding?
Yeah, just do your Uzi on one turn, and then your shotgun on another,
Yeah.
and then you're rolling a stupid.
There it is.
dice.
Okay.
I attack the darkness.
So, if I wanted to do, let's do the Uzi first.
Are you going to strafe again?
Yes. So, let's have this spot there.
So Dex plus firearms plus
playing
10.
that game.
All right. So this is my Dex plus firearms.
And now that she's gotten that out of her system, she's actually just turned off her celerity. Doesn't need it anymore.
8, 9, 10.
It's too complicated.
Okay. So I roll all these dice all at once.
Pretty much
Yes.
took another one down.
Oh, what am I?
With that last salvo.
aiming
So your
for?
difficulty should be 10,
Oops,
Sorry.
sorry. They're fine.
but you're shooting into a ridiculous mob. So
Yeah.
John,
8.
okay.
8.
So this time she uses each round
No.
to reload.
And that's why I have hella dice.
Looking for
There's not a single 8 in there. It was all like 5,
Do
6, 7.
Get it. I'll get it for you.
We're doing the Uzi first, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I going on it?
Do it later, maybe. Just putting it in my
Woo!
right now.
1,
3,
2, 3.
and then re-roll that one. Here, I'll keep a counter. Yeah, so 1 round reloading, 1 round, and then 1 turn's going to be the shoddy strafing, and the other turn's going to be the Uzi strafing.
Fantastic.
Oh. 3,
Only 3?
because 1 cancels for attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3.
Yeah.
All right. So 3.
3 successes
3
on the Uzi
successes on the
strafing.
Uzi. Strafing.
Roll damage. Plus 3.
So it's
8. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ooh, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you entertained?
I got a hard on.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
Eh,
5,
as
4.
long as it's not touching anyone.
But it was.
Suddenly all the books are
8
starting
though.
to slide this way.
That's fair.
5 plus 4 is 9.
Okay. All right.
So 9 successes from the
Sorry.
Uzi. Do it again for the shoddy.
All right. So
9 successes.
for the Uzi.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
for the shotgun, it's 7 plus what?
It's 17 again.
Oh, all of them again?
Yep.
Because 2, 4.
Brrr, brrr.
Are you starting to feel those 72 experience points now?
Yeah.
Number 1 original. Brrr.
All right.
At this point, you're so fast that what it probably looks like
the same difficulty is still 8, right?
Yes.
is
Okay.
basically like Mag's bike, just like whipping one way,
So that's
coming around,
2.
whipping the other way, and doing like a
Reroll
crazy
2.
like 8
Actually
pattern
3
like that.
because of your auto success.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Well then.
7, 8.
How is Joseph
You
doing in
roll
the
2 of those,
meantime?
What do you like to know?
Reroll 2
I would, in fact, like to do.
because they were 10s.
Okay.
You'll see when it's their
Did
turn.
you?
Yeah, I can figure that. So I do that in that.
Nope. Down to 2.
All right. I got a few more. Come back. All right, I'll get that one later.
Believe me.
1, 2. Cool. Was that all of them?
Yeah, that's all of them.
4 successes for the shotty. Okay.
Lost the
That's
dice.
13 total.
Was it under me?
I don't know. Thought it rolled under me.
I thought it
Cool.
was
Now roll damage. We'll find it.
Okay. What am I playing with?
8.
8
Oh, it's right there, Tony.
plus anything?
Oh, let me double check.
It's 8 plus 4.
8
so
plus
12.
And what's the number I'm looking for on these?
6 or better.
6.
Reroll.
So 2. Right.
Plus that 0, 0.
Plus that 0.
So does the 0, 0 make it 3?
No.
Okay, just 2.
2.
And we're rolling more? Okay, cool. Oh, it likes that 0. So 1s don't count, they just no. So,
Okay.
so that's 1 more, or 2 more. Reroll. Oh, 3. Cool.
So just this one?
3 more and reroll. Yep. Five.
Okay. There's
And now you're
another
unloaded again.
14.
Woohoo.
2 of them drop.
Woo.
The third one gets wounded.
Looks like hamburger.
Is it just like at least sliding itself along the ground at this point?
Well, yeah, it looks fairly crippled.
Hmm.
The issue you're starting to see right now is that because of all the noise, they're massing in your direction.
Okay.
At this point, there's almost a wall of them in front of the van. And there's so many of them that, like, some of the ones you've killed, there are some of the ones that just tripped because they slipped because they're all gross and lopsided.
Uh-huh.
Like, the other ones are starting to just, like, climb
Climb
on
over
top
them.
of them.
Oh, we got a wall. Wait, aren't we still moving now?
Yeah.
Technically?
You're heading in that direction. She's
You
ahead
might
of you
wanna-
guys.
Stop. Reverse.
You and Marcus might want to take your bikes at full volume.
You can do that. That's a
Too
free
bad we
action.
don't have a
down the
ramp.
street.
Jump the van.
To
Yeah.
Jump the van right
makeshift
over.
ramp.
and have them step through
Fly.
the back row.
That would be awesome.
Because you definitely got their attention.
I
Just
wish we
play-
could
just
do
play
this.
Highway to Hell. Like,
How would that work? Or next round?
So if you want to
I
burn blood
can't
point
decide which
Yeah.
one I want to do now.
at next
do
round,
until Brendan
you use
gun
all
it,
those 4 turns to do
or
that,
do until
and
Brendan
then come
gun
right
it
back.
up.
Which
Well,
sounds
yeah,
like
it is
better
back
plan.
to
I
you.
feel like it kind of depends
Marcus
how much
may or may
is in
not
front of
There's
us.
a
be
lot.
able to
There's a
keep up.
big
I don't know.
mass.
So it's not like we could actually conceivably just plow through that. 'cause
Yeah, but
that would be
The thing
dumb.
is, if you jump somehow, there's a good chance you're still gonna land on top of them
Yeah.
and have to roll, on.
I
But
just
I can
Which is not impossible.
So I can
but
just get the chopper to just be like, here
at
you
that
go.
point, you're gonna be on uneven ground, and there's chances that the van might tip. Or
So I just told Mags that now that she has their attention, her and Marcus might want to ride off
Ah,
and pull the horde away, and then stealth back over. And if she's got 4 points of celerity, she can do all that and be back before her next
Oh,
turn.
yeah.
So
sounds
she might
like
use
a
that
plan.
as her turn, as her turns to help pull some of them away.
Back to top. You hear from inside the van. Where to, boss?
Figure is going to new plan.
I'm all ears.
Well, there's several of these things. They're going to kill my van,
You don't want that.
and we don't want this.
I don't mind working on her, but I'd rather not spare the time.
Building a whole new one.
Oh, hey.
Did you let it out?
He yelled at me, and then I had my head stuck out here.
Hold on, let it suck up.
Everyone's outside, so she
So
should be
she's
fine.
gonna have
Use the restroom.
Brendan
Hi.
She's over there.
back it up and around a corner.
We can do that.
Get it as hidden as possible, because once she's not there anymore,
Mm-hmm.
it'll no longer be invisible. So
Will do. Okay.
Uh-oh.
He'll be able to do that on this turn.
What?
Are you going in the kitchen? Okay, no.
There's
Someone
someone
probably
coming.
going in the kitchen.
No, she turned around.
and then
Oh. She's on the move.
Oh, yeah,
hello,
she's heading your way.
kitty.
Hmm.
Wow.
You went over here and she went over there.
Over there.
She knows. She knows.
Immediately.
She's gonna turn around.
No, she's trying to make it.
Triumphant laugh.
Right into my
You've been
So
taken.
now that we're hiding the van, Griggy is going to find higher ground,
What are you doing?
Okay.
because that is what she's good at.
So you're jumping off the van?
Yep.
Okay. So his turn is right after yours. So for a moment after you give him that command, you jump off and then the van just appears in plain sight.
You know you love it.
Mags, the van reappears
Boy.
just behind you. Grigia is no longer on top.
Where are you?
She's gone.
I'm still invisible.
She is wherever.
One
off
of
Skateland.
one of Joseph's boys is at the wheel. I guess she's just looking away like that.
I guess this is happening. All right.
Yeah, all that makeup
This
on
is
her
life
paw.
now.
Your makeup looks very nice today, by the way.
Thank you.
Told you.
I was trying to scare the children.
But yes, the van just reappears. Grigia is no longer there. One of Joseph's boys is at the wheel. The one with the big fiery red hair and big kind of like mutton chops.
Ginger. Bad enough he didn't have a soul to start with.
Right. You didn't lose
so I'm gonna take Tony's suggestion.
So pop a blood point, and would you
Well,
like me to-
we're not quite at
Oh, we're not
Mag's
there yet?
turn yet. Yep.
Are you just
I mean,
letting
you
me
can
know?
start
Yeah.
that on your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
X is doing.
Grigia, Dex plus Athletics.
So,
Your specialty will cast Grace, right?
Yeah, feline grace.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're so cute.
So do you want to start the retreat on this turn?
Are you okay?
It's leaving.
We'll wrap this up at the end of this
So on
turn.
her turn, for her turn, she's gonna start riding off down the closest street to pull the horde
Right.
that
And
direction.
you fired celerity again, right?
And then that way she can use that once
Yep.
she's got them moving.
What was my difficulty for that?
6.
What are you looking at?
Five.
What are you looking at?
5?
5 successes.
No problem at all. We're scaling the side of that building like
That
it's basically the ground. You're almost running up the side of it.
Nice.
Okay.
Too bad no one can see.
Whatever, you've had practice.
Like liquid.
You can't
These are
see it
liquid. They take
on
the shape of
you get
whatever
Tony's
container.
lap. It totally turns into a liquid.
Ugh.
Like it just sort of
You got
puddles.
butted.
And then
And then
Okay. Yes, at this point, the mob very much is looking up to you. And Marcus, who has whipped around the back and is now
Marcus is like,
making a lot of
"Yay."
fucking noise now that the Marcus is basically like has both his feet on the ground and he's just like
He's peeling
peeling
it.
off the bike, just ready to go.
yeah.
Yeah, so that mob is very focused on you. None of them take a swing at you yet, mostly because you dropped most of the ones that were close to you, but there's some that are like starting to flail their limbs wildly in your direction, like they're toppling over the bodies and just trying to find the source. You're not quite sure they can see anymore.
Okay.
Like some of them have like their faces just like so bloated and unrecognizable. You're
Okay.
like maybe you can't see. From the left side of the street, from the van, so like right down on that side, you suddenly hear something detonate. You see a flame about like 12 feet high just like pop up.
Oh, right, explosions.
Part of the building just like gets vaporized, and then you see like on a pile of makeshift crates and garbage, Joseph's boy with his club is just like standing in there. He's covered in gross blood. He still has a cigar, who is now long extinguished.
Yeah.
Probably because it got doused in goop. But he still has it in his mouth. He's just like covered, like, you know, the nice white undershirt just covered in like the grossest blood. But he's still got like the weird hockey stick weapon. And he just like takes out a cigar and just like drops it off, and it's like, "Come on, you ugly fucks! That's where we are." You see Joseph down, basically pulling his club from what looks like the remains of one of these things. There's chunks of you don't know what, like stuck in the nails at the top. He just like swings it and puts it on his shoulder, spits a little tricklet of blood, and just like stands like tall at the opening of that alley. That explosion gets the attention of a big chunk of the horde too, so they're gonna start to go this way, especially with the big flame. Because the heat like kind of reflexively scares off a couple of the ones that were close to it, but the moment it's going back down, they seem to just fly into a rage, not understanding what the fuck is happening, and they're just like heading that way. Yep.
Explosion! I want to go look.
Yep. Suddenly,
So are any of them still heading towards me, or now they are all like being diverted that way, or is it like split? Like some are still going
well,
towards us,
you
some are,
haven't
like-
you haven't peeled off yet,
Yeah.
and this is more or less the direction where you were planning to go off, because your goal is kind of to this side. So that side is kind of a safe, like, yeah, we can pull them off that way.
Yeah, let's still do the thing.
So yeah, in the van, Brandon suddenly turns around to you two ladies and is like, "Hold on, we're about to back up pretty quick."
Okay. Do what you have to.
And almost
Hold on to your
immediately,
butts.
Vanya just peels off, just goes into a full reverse sweep into like one of the side alleys, because now it's sticking out like a sore thumb. You don't think this alley is going through all the way, but it will keep the van hidden for the time being.
We're waiting to start moving towards the center.
Yeah, I guess.
I suppose we'll just walk it.
Well,
Unless you got the chopper.
Brandon
It's
can,
coming. I haven't heard back, but yeah.
Brandon just like looks back and he said, "Well, I think they're trying to drag some of those away. So as soon as I get the signal, we're just gonna peel off."
Okay.
Oh wait.
I think the boss just didn't want the van to get banged up. In the meantime,
I realized.
Oh, yeah. Technically, our prince is the boss.
you just hear it like whispered like that over the comm. No, it's me, the boss.
I am boss. He's me.
I don't need to be called boss.
Area,
Yes.
your turn.
Well, I'm
Admittedly,
basically waiting at this
Yeah,
point.
so you're gonna hold.
Yeah, I check on 68. Where is his status?
As you call upon him, you hear very loud noise in the background,
Of course.
and you basically hear, "We're
Where's your
airborne. We'll be.
Back in the room. I said
We should be at your location within a few seconds.
corner.
We'll get some eyes on the street."
Good.
Both of you roll me perception plus alertness.
I'll assume both you and me.
You
Okay, wait. 2.
Because you're a little bit away from all the chaos at this point.
7 or 8?
3.
3? Yeah, 7.
2.
2. Both of you hear from, far in the distance, like to the southeast of where you're at, what sounds like a chopper coming.
Oh, there he is.
Get to the shopper.
Yay!
Okay, Amaris, any action you'd like to take?
I'll swallow another one of these. But I guess at this point, we're off to the side, not doing anything, and waiting for the chopper. So hold.
Or for
Okay.
those that mob to clear.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah.
chopper's there as insurance.
Okay.
Well, are we hoofing it, or are we waiting for?
I think the mob will clear out.
Yeah, the van's
On
gonna
his
come
turn.
back out once
Okay, then I guess I'll wait.
gets his Brendan gets his signal.
Okay. Mags, you're up.
Well, I guess I'll check on my people.
Oh, you want to check on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
You calling them?
Hi, Max. Yeah. Give them a thing and
Okay.
see what's going on there.
It takes a couple of seconds, and then you hear Amon. It sounds like gunfire in the background. And he says, anything we can do?
Just checking on progress.
You hear some shuffling. You hear some very loud gunfires.
Oh yes.
And he's like, apologies, I should have muted that.
Oh no. Plenty of carnage topside.
It's some of them are slipping through our quadrant, but we're stopping them right here. We heard from the other areas, and I think once we sweep through, we're going to attempt to push forward. This will kind of lessen the coverage area that we have to. We're going to be spread a little bit less thin, is what we're trying. I don't know how it is on the other sides, but I know our 2 neighboring quadrants are in touch with us. I think they're doing fine for the time being.
Splendid.
But we're going to try to tighten that news.
Okie doke. Should never say this.
Yeah. Does the prince get a sit rep from the various?
Go for one. You'll get a sit rep. Situation is very similar in most areas. The southeastern quadrant seems to have gotten hit a little bit harder. The northern side is still relatively quiet. But right now, under the apparent coordination of the Nosferatu Primogen, who's apparently in touch with Casey currently, they're coordinating the quadrants to start setting up shop a little bit closer so that the circle is a little bit smaller.
Let's see.
They're going to try to give you a smaller area to work with.
Well, have we had any breaches though?
Not that we
significant?
know of. One of the beasts slipped past one of the quadrants,
Sneaky.
but the Nosferatus made short
Picked it
work
up.
of it.
Cool.
Since it's outside of the cleanup zone, they pretty much drab the carcass in the sewers. They're going to take care of it down there. But so far, that's the only incident that we heard of.
Good.
We might have some issues with people trying to get in from the other side. But we'll deal with that once
When they happen.
that cross that bridge. Because people are very curious.
As they can be.
Also very foolhardy, because if there was a purported terrorist attack, I'm not sure I would be running headlong into it, but that's me.
But my camera. I have to catch an old video.
Right.
Put myself in danger so I can post it on the internet.
That's why they're
And
going
be internet famous.
And then die.
Yep.
We got some of that footage when the Valley fires happened.
What, people
in
running
the
back
fall?
into the fires?
Well, some dude took footage of it, which was actually, it was terrifying because he just came out of his front porch and turned his phone on, and the entire street was on fire. It was just like fire, cars burning, like it was.
Then he ran, right?
Yeah, well,
Jeez. Makes you think of that tsunami shot I saw
Yeah.
when I was taking that geology class. And it's like you see this camera and then the water's just coming in. I'm like, why are you still standing there?
Right.
Start running, dude.
Get the fucking
Higher
high
ground. Higher fucking
Yeah.
Okay,
ground.
so they got the sit reps. Mags, you're up.
She rides.
Okay.
So the idea was ride out.
Yeah.
With Marcus.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
With Marcus.
Are you,
And then
are you going in the direction where the boys are calling the mob at this point?
no, I was about to say, well,
If that's the direction you're facing, sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So go in that direction, get to a point, and then stop and go into silence to come back so they can't hear us.
Okay.
Which means I'm gonna have to ditch a bike because I'm gonna have to like hold on.
Actually, your celerity and your strength are stupid enough that you can get those 5 or 6 blocks down,
Yeah.
turn the corner, turn off the bike, and then push it back.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
It's that.
Because I doubt you'll take a whole turn to get
It's
down
that
there,
ridiculous.
and then you use the other 3 to just push your bike
Yeah,
back.
you can
Okay.
you can literally grab the
Basically-
bike and just run next to it, and you're probably gonna go about as fast as you were going on the bike
Okay.
at this point.
All right, that worked.
So that's what she does.
Perfect.
Do enough of, or does she?
Give
manage to
me
pull
give
some
me
of
just one Dex plus drive.
What?
the 4?
7.
Okay, cool.
7.
Make sure
Difficulty
nothing hits
7.
you as you peel out. Difficulty
7.
One, 2, reroll 10. Two.
2. All right. You slalom that shit. You just get around, whip the bike around. You just have one time to holler. It's like, all right, Marcus, and you're gone.
Good luck.
Peace.
Cool.
Okay, Bert, you're up. Time to birth yourself from that
Through.
ceiling canal.
Time to burn yourself.
And if the next
Birth yourself.
if
Burn
the next
yourself
floor
out.
doesn't have darkness in it, punch through the ceiling again and
Okay.
pull myself into the darkness. Because if I'm right, it's floor I landed in,
Mm-hmm.
blank floor that I grabbed onto, and then darkness, and then center.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
How many floors? Okay, so I breach through into the darkness.
Yep.
Do I need to make courage roll?
Not yet.
I'm okay going in through that dark. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
You. It is uncomfortable, but I would assume this is not the first time Bert has
Yeah.
faced the darkness.
Okay. Cool.
You get to the next floor, and you're fairly confident at this point. Just you almost like sense the target is up. One more floor.
Can I hear him?
Yes,
He probably hears you.
Am I under him?
you pretty much are. You can't tell that you're exactly under it, but it's definitely,
You can punch into him. through this-
Ooh, yeah, because I really want to zombie him. I want to reach up through the floor and grab his leg.
Sounds great.
Thank
The
you.
darkness.
The darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's right.
I just imagine
Does
him
Bird believe in a
punching
thing
through
called
ceilings.
Oh,
love?
he does. He does.
This is what I've imagined happening in the background for this entire thing about just shooting and exploding everything, by the way.
Yep. That sounds about right.
You know that "Hey Mr. Blue Skies" song?
Yeah.
Every time I hear that song, I imagine like a zombie apocalypse where someone's just walking through happily, like
Just taking shots left and right.
yeah.
Do I smell
Like
blood
that's what I see whenever I hear that song.
Up top?
from above? Is that like any?
No.
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 Okay. All right. All right. Let me do a really dumb a shot in the dark, very literally.
Breakthrough.
No, perception plus alertness.
Okay.
To try and get his leg. Because if I can just get a piece of him, he's mine. A 3, a 4, and a 7, and a willpower because I want it. I want it.
How many successes is that?
I don't know. I got a 3, a 4, a 7, and a
Depends on
willpower.
Difficulty 7.
So whatever you want to give me to get at him.
7 plus willpower, so you have 2.
Yeah. Do I hear that? Do I hear that creaky floorboard? Do I get it?
Yes,
Or is he
you're
good for me?
reasonably confident that you know where he stands at.
Eckhart punch.
Nice.
The rest is just like deduction, right? Like, because you're like, well, he was shooting out. It has to be close to the window. I think, yeah. So
What roll do you want for either the punch or the grab? Because I don't even care about punching. I think I'm literally reaching through the floor for his leg.
let's go with a strength plus brawl.
All right.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
You can't allow
all on your
fish.
phone.
Oh.
No.
Not the
Case.
phone.
You smell nice.
Wait. Where was I when I spilled soda on my laptop? Oh, it wasn't with me.
No.
But I did do that at one point. And then for a while the trackpad was just like, no. But it dried out. It was okay. It's a good thing I have the cover on it.
that probably saved it.
I think so too.
I inadvertently dropped a cup of water on Amanda's laptop once. That was scary.
It's always such an unfortunate moment when you're like,
Yeah, the most fortunate part is that I have the keyboard cover because that's where the
Yeah.
water can seep through.
Tell them what she said.
It does.
Oh,
It didn't
I said-
actually get through because of that.
I
Yeah,
knew
it
it.
probably
I looked
predicted
over when she said
And the
it there
rest
with
of,
the
like-
fork in it.
Like Mac
That
stuff tends to
thing's
be
gonna
really
get flipped
seam
over 'cause of
free
the
a
fork.
lot.
Yeah.
So.
But I thought it would only end up on our character sheet, so I didn't say anything.
Aw. After that 72 point.
Karma.
Good job. That's what you get.
I
Karma.
really christened it with Cheeto juice like you're supposed to.
Well, mine got
Yeah.
stolen, so whatever I christened mine
Doritos
with is
fingers.
gone now.
Right. I think my Dark Ages one had like some sort of strange food smudge on it.
Yeah,
But not this one. This one's just got like
Fortunato, she definitely did. Had some sort of juice dropped on it at some point, and I can't remember. I think it was soda, but
I wonder if somebody's out there playing our characters right now.
They don't know how to make the accents.
No,
Right.
well, I didn't actually do one, but
good fucking luck trying to make
All right. What's my
sense
difficult?
of my fucking Eye of Madness notes at
What's
the
my
back of that
difficulty
sheet.
to Night of the Living Dead? This motherfucker.
Let's go with 8.
All right.
yep, there's Cheetos there and then some sort of drink stain on my Dark Ages one.
nice.
The Cheetos one is the classic gamer stain.
Right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Because I burnt to willpower.
Okay.
Now my demeanor is gallant, and anytime I surprise or impress anyone,
Mm-hmm.
I get willpower back.
I
Can
will
I
give
get
it. I will give it to you.
A 1 back.
I will give you a 1 willpower.
It was definitely a
Because
surprise.
if he's not surprised or impressed,
No, no.
he's seen more shit than me, and I've seen a lot of shit. So I
You,
get him.
your plan succeeds. Probably above and not quite exactly like you wanted it to at the same time, in the sense that you're like, I can hear you. And you just punch right through the floor and grab him.
Uh-huh.
At which point you had to jump to grab for him, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you grab his leg and you just don't let go. And
It's my leg now.
as gravity pulls
That's
you
what I
down,
want. Yes.
You basically feel him fall with you through the hole.
That's what I want.
Oh.
You
better
lose
about
your
your
grip
nose.
at that time as he
I feel
just
it's more
falls
appropriate.
through the floor
Puff, puff.
and down in you in
Not
complete
We learned that
darkness
one.
still,
Fun together.
which wavers
I
slightly.
played the video for
as
my friends because I hadn't seen it yet.
You get
Yeah,
him
like,
through
I
that
would saw
ceiling
bird.
hole,
I'm afraid
and you
of
hear him,
ghosts
Todd,
and sheets
right
with
in
holes
front of you.
and sheets.
The best.
At which point you hear a very audible grunt.
Yes.
You hear like a
Yes.
You hear some shuffling. You hear the sound of somebody dusting themselves.
Oh. Oh.
And you hear in a voice that you
I've heard before.
pretty much immediately recognize as Leonard Hutchington's.
Yep. Fucker.
Leonard Hutchins.
You
Who's
hear
that again?
He's
He-
the guy that
he was
was
one
in
of-
the place where they killed the other guy.
I've met him from.
Like with the Toreador lady?
I met him
Yeah.
from Old World. Yeah.
you hear Bertram von Eckebert.
Hello, Leonard.
Quite surprising entrance. But now that you're here,
More willpower.
let's do this.
Hmm.
And we will cut it here
All right.
for
The
now.
big vampire fight.
But you just
I
pulled,
I fucking-
you
I
pulled
fucking,
La Sombra through the floor.
I did a fucking DBZ.
Yes.
I was like, no.
Your power level is at like 1,000.
You know.
Like stuff the same.
Yep.
All right.
But yes, you managed
That's what I
to
want.
get the drop
That's
on
what I
him,
want.
which should be entertaining.
All right. Do we level?
Yeah, you sure did.
Yay!
I need 30 XP, John,
You need 30 XP.
so I can take as many levels in Obtinabrate as he has.
You get
At least.
for really fun RP. Just for tearing shit up, all of you all get 7.
Yay!
God, that's 7.
Lucky 13.
Well, I now have 19.
Ian,
7.
Now I can hit that extra point.
Because all of you
Yeah.
did some awesome shit. Bird pulled a guy through the floor.
I think I'm gonna get Fortitude 4.
Arya and Amaris kind of tag teamed an
Tag
abomination
team
before he
started.
could sully the van.
Yeah.
I'm gonna unload so much blood. I'm just gonna be like, come at me, bro.
Who is this person that you found?
And
He's one of the guys that was at that top secret meeting that we were shadowing.
according
So it wasn't so top secret because we were listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a.
Could you not?
You want?
Could you not?
all according to Bird's plan, everybody will still be literally in the dark as to his full capabilities because nobody can see that shit.
No one can see
He
him.
just pulled a son of a bitch through a floor after punching his way through the floors, and no one saw any of that.
Stairs. Bah!
The aftermath is basically going to be like 2 clean holes through 2
No.
floors.
I did not
poor
have time for
family.
stairs.
Where are you going?
Hmm.
No.
This
Oh,
is
yes.
a temporary pod. It's
No.
a hostel.
No.
I think I have 4.
No.
Nothing.
But yes, good job, guys.
So you can get a new ability.
New abilities 3?
Twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
so they
7?
made Fortitude 4,
Yeah.
so that was 15 out of
You erased
19.
15.
Should probably just spank the
I didn't
rest.
erase it.
No, I
Nice,
have all the
my
strength.
schedule is all
Oh,
messed
use
up
them all.
now. Is
Oh.
So now you have
Are
seven
we
more.
on next week or is it like an off next week?
What's
Like
next week?
When's
Mother's
our?
Day.
Oh yeah, it is Mother's Day.
I'm doing my Mother's Day stuff Saturday. What about you guys?
My mom lives in Washington.
Are we
so-
playing it by ear or no?
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, they moved. When did they move? Oh, they moved right after
Like,
they sold the
I
house. and
will
whatnot.
probably
Yeah.
have to be
How's
doing
that
the
going?
Sunday thing with my mom.
Okay.
So
What?
yeah.
How are they enjoying it?
And
They
then
like it.
when do you guys leave?
We leave on the 25th.
What do they do?
So
Which is
There's
Let me
another
pull up-
weekend.
So there's another
Calendar.
week in between.
yeah.
Yeah.
You should totally do magic.
Okay,
I need to
Just
get
chill.
back into this.
Just fucking chill.
I
Just
really,
fucking-
Which,
fucking
yeah.
Yes,
chill.
really
there's-
need another magic outlet
There's
right
two
now.
more
Shout out to
weekends, so the
the cat, she'll
15th and
sure.
22nd.
Okay.
So yeah, and then
So
we'll
if,
be gone.
if next week is Mother's Day and we just do random shit, then we'll still have 1 week to wrap up Masquerade,
and then we'll be gone for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. and we'll
Fucking chill.
get back in with Dresden after
Yeah.
that.
next month.
God, so much no game.
It's okay. There's a Phantom in between. That's
Yes,
the
there
thing.
is.
There's a Phantom in between.
I can hang out with Jaren's nerd friends.
There you go.
You can come visit family.
And we can always play.
I don't have any money
other
to
games.
actually pay to be at Fanime, so I can't do any of the things at Fanime. Also, I have no interest in going to any sort of con ever. Like the panel that we did was fun that one time.
Yeah.
And I would be down to like do that.
It's at 9 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But A, I'll probably be at work, and B, I just
Yeah.
cons. I don't like
No,
it.
that's fine.
Too many people and too small of a space.
Completely understandable.
It's weird
Touchy.
and smelly and
Touchy.
touchy, and I'm not.
I'm actually
Not that
normally.
everybody's weird not and smelly and touchy, but there's enough of that spread
Weird,
around.
touchy, smelly?
No, I had an interesting conversation with a Wine Club member about
I'm
how
normally anti-people, but I met these two through Fanime.
Yeah.
I knew her, but I didn't realize there was this whole.
Also, my whole
geek
thing is that
connection.
like,
That's how we
if I'm
started
gonna go to a
gaming.
con, I
It was
want
in
to
the
like
middle of
dress
my-
up for
of
it,
my-
and I don't have
my recruiting phase.
costumes.
That was when I tried to have 3 groups at once.
Unless
running.
I just wear Tina.
That's how I started
forever.
gaming. You just kind of
Well,
worked
it's
out
still
that way.
relevant, so, you know.
Yeah.
Is better?
I just kind of like my vacation time with you. I don't engage with
Yeah,
other
just
people
take
so
time
much.
off, and then
I'm just
we're
like-
at the point which time where we're like, we'll do the shit that we want, and then
Yeah.
when we're tired, we'll go home.
Well, like
and,
my
you
big
know.
thing is like
So
as a socialized nerd, like
Mhm.
I understand that people have personal boundaries, but not everyone does. And let me hug you. No, why not? Because I said no, and that's consent, and I didn't give it. So go away.
I almost never have anybody do anything to me. I don't know if I've just got this. I've been married for 10 years, 5, don't touch me.
Well,
That
half the
never
time
happens to
it's-
me.
Half the time, it's people like coming up to Amanda, and then she'll say no, and then they'll give her a hard time, and then I'll get violent, and then well, you don't have to be upset. And I'm like, she
Oh,
said
it's
no,
also
go
because
away.
you go
Yes, I
dressed
do.
up, though.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
have to be a dick
often
bag.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
super cosplay.
Did you
But I don't think it would matter.
But that kind of killed it for us.
Yeah.
I was getting
I'm
really
sure.
tired of like
Sure.
threatening to throw people off stairwells.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
You do?
But why would
Let's do this.
What
All
did
right.
you- Do you need an email?
Let's just
I don't.
Good night, Internet.
I'm not sure I do.